All right, gentlemen. Hell's Rebels Season 2.
Season 2, baby.
When last we left you guys, your trip into Hokum's Phantasmagorium in your search for the Sacred Order of Archivists and Rexus's parents took a somewhat tragic turn as the Scrivenite Yiliv informed you that not only had the Sacred Order and Rexus's parents been wiped out, it was at the hands of the Church of Asmodeus, who had their redactors both in the museum upstairs and the secret hideaway downstairs where the Order kept their headquarters, currently had their redactions going through and just taking notes and piling away whatever interesting writings, items, or anything else of note that they could find. And they were being supervised by Barzillai Thrune's bodyguard, Nox. You guys swept through pretty much all of the redactors and the lout, the ogrekin bodyguard assistant thing they had. You killed him too quick to figure out what he was actually doing there. And then you fought Nox and her pet hellhound Mefri, which was a much tougher fight than anything before, resulting in Tenebrae being dropped in a single hit.
Yeah, that hurt. That fucking, that was painful.
That almost took
that was harsh as fuck.
That almost took your head off. But yeah, but in response to this, the rest of the melee fighters went beast mode on her and knocked her unconscious for long enough to get their attention over to Tenebrae. However, Nox's healing factor that she has brought her back up long enough for her to grab her weapon and use a magical ability to teleport out.
We got to remember to double tap bosses, man. We got to just stab them in the head a couple times when they're on the ground.
Yeah, this is why researching your enemies is an important thing. But during your medical ministrations towards Tenebrae, you found out that after his disguise had been knocked off and his guy liner smudged in the water, that Tenebrae was in fact Icar.
Ah, that's right. We found out. And he was like, "No, I'm not." We're like, "Bro, chill out."
I am the knight. I am the knight. I am vengeance. Yes, but you were all beat to all hell because even those of you, with the exception of Flickie, who I don't think Nox hit at all, the rest of you, though you didn't drop to unconsciousness, you were beat to all hell by the time that fight was finished.
Was that 7?
It was kind of rough, but you managed to. The important thing, you could not recruit the Sacred Order of Archivists to the cause of the Silver Ravens, but Flickie did find the 12 soul tomes that made up their collective memories and experiences, and used them as a reference, and it was within these soul tomes that you received an ominous hint that I guess Icar deduced after copying it into his own notes that about 8 or so years ago, a traveler named Trailblazer Huni was granted an hour of time to study the diabolic Book of the Damned that the Sacred Order of Archivists had on hand. And Icar realized that the name Trailblazer Huni was an anagram for Barzillai Thrune. But with this, you've, upon returning to the hideout and conferring with Rexus, and informing him of the fate of his parents, and giving him the soul tomes of his mother and father, along with their signet rings. After that, you all decided that you had earned a good amount of time laying down and kitty.
She's being an asshole, sorry.
She's a cat. It's, an occupational hazard.
Yeah, their jobs are real hard.
Yeah. But that is where you guys find yourselves after your harrowing experience below the Phantasmagorium. You are rested up from the night before, which means that all of you just freely would get back 4 hit points from resting. I think Flickie got hit by the dark chains from the cubic gate once.
Yes, I did.
And it dropped your strength score. That's back.
Sweet. I'm glad I got all my wizard strength back.
Yeah, that happens. And I imagine that Sugtok would just use the next day of downtime to just cast healing spells to bring most everyone back to most of their health. But for role-playing reasons, I have to ask what you returned to the hideout, and then what did you do, specifically asking Icar here?
What time was it when this was,
You guys finished up in the Phantasmagorium around just after lunch.
right, just after lunch on Sunday, right? So we went back and we talked to,
Rexus.
I'd say Icar would have probably hung around the hideout a little bit, just to see how everyone was doing, if people were milling about. And would have head back to make it back to the estate around supper time. And because he's going to be busy tomorrow, he's not going to be back to the hideout until Toll Day.
All right.
So yeah, he'd head back around supper time.
Alrighty then.
Oh, and he needs to. Sorry, he needs to make a quick trip to Devil's Threads because he's gonna need another outfit fix after that huge slash through his clothes.
Well,
Yeah, after he almost got cleaved.
Yeah, well, fortunately, it's the middle of the day, and it's just down the street, and Hedeman is there. It's slow. He doesn't have many customers. He sees you come in, and his eyes kind of drop to the front of your thing, and you kind of see him wince in pain, just kind of looking at the large cut going across your clothes.
Yeah, I mean, he like while he's walking down the street, he keeps like a traveling cloak on over it.
Oh, okay.
You know, so that it's not obvious. But when he comes into the store, yeah, he'll pull that off. So the
blood stained as all hell.
Yeah. Good sir.
Oh my.
Yes. I believe my needs are made obvious.
It's not that you do not have a need. You have an emergency. Please come this way. And he takes you over to. Your family has requested things through him enough that he already knows what size you are, and he takes you over to the racks of the appropriate size and says, "All right, I will let you choose whichever style fits your fancy the most. And once we have made a selection, I have to ask, are you going to be taking those trashed clothes with you, or would you like me to try to fix them up for you? I must know, please."
Well, if it would please you, I would be more than happy to leave them here. I really have no talent to fix them on my own.
Wonderful. I'll this will probably take me a couple of days, perhaps.
Hedeman, I have other pairs of clothes. If you need to take the time, take the time.
Okay, all right. Sorry, you came in here wearing them. I figured there was some dire need afoot.
I just haven't been home yet. I really can't go home looking like this.
Understandable, but yes, there's a. He points you to the changing rooms, just to the back. He's like, feel free to use the one on the left, the one on the right. The lock is broken.
Okay. Icar will pick sort of a more spring-looking outfit since we're moving into, since we're in Desnus now. Temperatures are getting a little bit warmer.
So floral colors.
Yeah, sort of floral colors, not like pink popped collar with tan shorts and sunglasses hanging from his V-neck. I mean, I can do that. I'm sure that's that. I think,
he gets home. He's like, "Mom!"
I think Icar could pull off that look.
Does Icar want to pull off the look?
How does Kintargo feel about open containers?
Open Kintargo.
Normally, they're fairly liberal about it. However, martial law has kind of been clamping down on some of that, so most of the people are keeping any reason they have to keep the Dotari from looking at them. They're trying to take, so they're trying not to make themselves look like a troublemaker that needs the guards to deal with them.
You're harshing my vibe, bro. All right.
Well, here's the thing. I'm saying what the city's attitude is. You can still do whatever the hell you want.
No, we'll pick something maybe not quite as an outfit that's not quite as conservative as the one he has been wearing. Nothing that's going to get him in trouble with having like super fine embroidery. You know, nothing that's going to break a proclamation, but a bit of a nicer.
Hedeman has taken all of his embroidered stuff off of the shelves for just common perusal, which is one of the reasons why his store looks a bit threadbare. Exactly. Yeah. So his stock is lessened at the minute because he has to put all the embroidered stuff in the back and wait for somebody with a dispensation from the city to show that dispensation so that he can sell it to them.
Right. Okay, but yeah, Icar will buy, like, he'll pick a little bit less conservative outfit. He'll go back in the changing room, change, hope that Hedeman didn't pay too much attention to the nice mithril shirt that was underneath the clothes. And then he'll come back out with the other clothes sort of balled up, and he'll hand them over. I expect nothing less than pure magic from your hands, Hedeman.
Oh, don't worry.
Do what you can.
Oh, don't worry. I'm far more magical than people give me credit for. He cracks his fingers, cracks his neck, and then goes and pulls out a case of like thread, needle, and pinking shears. Because you're the only one in the store right now. It's not like he has other customers to dote on.
Right. With that, I'll head back, and then we will head back home. Now that we have changed clothes.
Have an excellent day, young Master Jhaltero.
Thank you, Hedeman. Wonderful as always.
I look forward to seeing you again. Hopefully with a more intact outfit on the way in.
Well, at some point I'm going to have to come in with Leslie, and we're going to need an outfit for her, something nice. I don't know if you've heard about the whole business with the what is it? Alamaxons?
The
Elorians. Yeah, not Alamaxons. The Elorians.
Not your neighbors, the people who live across the lake from you.
Right. I keep confusing those because the Alamaxons are the neighbors. Yeah.
You know what? In between sessions, I'll label the different noble family estates to keep their names straight for you.
I should do that on my own, but yeah,
okay.
I would appreciate that.
All right.
Yeah, the business with the House of Lorien, Leslie will need something nice, and I can't imagine we would go anywhere else but here.
Well, that makes my heart go flutter, flutter. I'm honored to have such trust in my skills.
If only her heart felt the same. Well, I'm speaking too much.
And besides,
too candidly.
Besides, she's still very young. She has time to learn what all of that means to her. And I'm starting to preach beyond my means. I'm sorry.
No trouble. I will see you when I see you.
All right. Have an excellent day. And you return home.
Yes.
All right.
I still want to do these scrolls. Is that an option?
Yes, it is. So for your downtime, if you want to look at the scrolls, I'm going to pop open the loot to be divvied because I next to all of the scrolls, I put in parentheses whether they're an arcane spell, a divine spell, or, in the case of Remove Fear, a divine spell that's also on the Bard or Skald list. So any one of those scrolls that has an A next to it is an arcane scroll that you can copy into your spellbook.
Okay, well, I'm just going to start then.
Alright, you're going to have to make a spellcraft check for each scroll.
That's fine. 23 for the first.
For Bungle, which is a first level spell, which works.
Okay. 26 for the second.
I believe so. Yeah, that's high enough for silence.
Okay. Then 23 for the third.
High enough for identify. I'm just going up the list from the bottom.
That's fine. One sec. But whoops. /R space.
While you're in the text box, if you just hit the up arrow, it'll just refill the last thing that you...
Good, I accidentally hit V instead of space.
Okay. You do not roll high enough for the Scrolls of Air bubble. You're going to have to wait till tomorrow to try those again.
Didn't you say there was another way I could try and do that?
You can use the Read Magic spell to make it without a check, but you've already made the check and failed for today. You've already...
son of a bitch, but I still got 3 of them.
You still got 3 of them, and the other scrolls that are arcane are the Scroll of Dispel Magic, but that's a 3rd level spell. You won't be able to copy it until you're level 5. And then there's Cause Fear, Touch of Idiocy, and Misdirection.
Ah, those sound fun. Okay, well then I'm just gonna hold on to him until I get some more downtime.
Okay, so,
How many of that spell does he have every day?
Read Magic. I think is Read Magic. Let me look. As I think.
I'm just saying, feasibly, if you've got all of your spell slots for the day and we're not going to find trouble.
Well,
We already found trouble today.
Yeah, this is already.
No, it's not reading the magic. It's copying
it's into
the
the
scroll itself.
Yeah, he's taking his time in the afternoon to decipher the arcane writings. Basically, he's trying
Before
to.
we sleep.
He's looking at someone else's notes and trying to make sense of them into his own style, pretty much.
Word.
Yeah, but that's what. Hold on a second. Read. Oh yeah, Read Magic is a cantrip, so you can cast that as many times as you need to. Assuming it's one of the cantrips you prepared for today. But yeah, if you want to make additional spellcraft checks to look at Cause Fear, Touch of Idiocy, or Misdirection, go ahead.
Okay. Alright, so you said press the up arrow? Oh! Wow.
Okay, you understand the Cause Fear scroll.
Okay.
You
Alright.
You understand Touch of Idiocy.
Ah, son of a bitch.
And you're gonna have to try Misdirection again tomorrow. So you're gonna have to try Air Bubble and Misdirection again tomorrow.
Okay, wait, hold up. So I just got which spells copied into my spell book? I'm sorry.
You haven't copied any into your spell book. Just write these down as I say them.
Okay, you got it.
In your notes. Bungle.
Mm-hmm.
Silence.
All right.
Identify.
Yep.
Cause Fear.
Cause Fear. All right.
And Touch of Idiocy.
Touch of Idiocy. All right.
All right. Now, here's
I'll look this up in my own time.
But here's the process as a reminder for you.
Mm-hmm.
It'll take an hour per spell level to copy a spell from a scroll into your spell book. Once you do, the scroll disappears, but you know the spell from that point on.
Okay.
What spells did we just consume from scroll form?
Hold on a second. And it'll cost you 10 gold pieces for all the first level spells and 40 gold pieces for any second level spells among them. I'll double check the spell levels myself to copy them into your spell book.
I'll do this on our next downtime.
Yeah, I will just go into the loot to be divvied and just take care of which ones that Flickie's taking care of.
I was about to strike through because I was doing that with the other shit that I had claimed. What about the wooden D12? Was it
the cubic gate?
The cubic gate.
Yeah. Yes. The broken cubic gate. It will never function again as it should as a magic item because the Asmodeans fucked it up. But you guys did value it at around 3,000 gold pieces if sold as a curiosity to the correct type of buyer, and I recommended an academy or a museum of some sort.
Okay.
Oh, and me and Tib'resh would probably know people at museums.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's not that many museums here in Kintargo, at least not that many of that particular persuasion. But upon realizing that, Flickie, you would probably figure that the Alabaster Academy or Lady Dokur's School for Girls might take them for some sort of a display or an exhibit of some sort.
All right. Well, I would definitely suggest the academy.
Well, Tib'resh, during his downtime, is going to be drafting a second chapter of the new history of the Silver Ravens. And he's fumbling around a lot of ideas and crossing out things and writing over them. And he's going to write one draft, and the chapter is called "The Nobleman and the Masked Man." The Masked Man and the Nobleman. That's what I like.
Okay.
Where is our dragon friend?
Vendelfek is still in the wasp nest below the coffee house.
Fuck me.
Okay. Sorry.
All right. It's not Tibresh's best work.
It's relatively okay. Which, by the way, Dillon just reminded me of something. I want to let you guys know something about your teams and the allies and everything. they're not all just constantly in the wasp nest at all times. I mean,
That's why I was asking.
yeah, Crow's men were for the first couple of weeks to lay low after you guys busted them out of the salt works.
Well, and they had to heal too because they were like slave bodies.
Yeah, like I said, laying low and convalescing. But pretty much, there's been kind of a revolving door sort of thing through the coffee house for your different teams to come, the members of them to come and go as they need. To the point that Laria has actually set up, like she's opened up in the alleyway and kind of moved curtains and boxes in between the door to the pantry / the secret door down there and the door out to the back alleyway so that it's not exactly visible from the main customer area of the coffee house. So there are ways to get subtly in and out of the coffee house.
Hell yeah.
And she's been working on that for the past couple of weeks. You guys have just been busy with the Red Jills and then the Phantasmagorium for the last little while. It hasn't come up.
Can I scoop the owl-shaped letter opener and go to Vindalfek's hoard?
Absolutely.
All right, so I'm gonna grab the letter opener and wander up and Vendel.
Oh yeah. By the way, in the intervening weeks and whatnot, Vindalfek has relocated his hoard again from your apartment to the wasp nest.
Yes. So I want to go to him at his wasp's nest hoard and say, "Hey, Vendel," and I've got it like hidden up my sleeve, magician style.
Vindalfek has arranged his hoard into a little nest on top of the statue of Calistria in the middle of the pond of the little lake in the wasp nest, so he can sit up there and kind of just watch things. He flies on over. Hey, what's up?
So I'm gonna sit down cross-legged and prestidigitation. I'm gonna make this letter opener just fucking sparkle and say, I found this in our travels. I know it's worth good money, but
so you're gonna lie to our dragon friend?
It's worth 150 gold. Or no, it's worth 50 gold.
Yeah, that's not nothing.
Oh, I thought he was like doing like, oh, look at the key, look at the key. I thought he was
no,
like
the prestidigitation's just to make it sparkle and look magnificent for him, but it's worth like 50 gold.
Yeah, it's like when items shine as Link holds them over his head.
My bad. I thought you were taking from the horde, not adding to the horde. Okay.
Yes.
No, I want to make
no!
it magically appear for Vindalfek so he sees it and goes like, oh.
I may be small, but I like shiny.
It's like,
how do you feel about that one, bud?
I like it. Is it for me?
You bet your ass it is. We gotta find some mayhem to get into here in a bit, Vendel.
Oh, let me tell you about this thing I did a couple days ago, because Vindalfek has also been coming and going. It's like, so there were a couple of girls walking down the street or whatnot, holding books and whatnot.
All right.
And I killed him.
No, and
Vendel.
Jesus.
And I made the ground in front of them kind of slippery, and they stepped on it. And one of them, no. Here's what happened: the first one who stepped, her arms flew over her head and her books went everywhere. And the second one slipped, fell, reached out. Oh God! And grabbed accidentally grabbed the other girl by her legs, but her weight pulled the skirt down.
We're all doing like the Arsenio Hall, like
you absolute monster. I've never been more proud.
You should have said. It's okay. They weren't hurt. They were just screaming and turning red.
Hold on.
Does Vindalfek have a breath power?
Yes.
Like, I know he's like a little tiny.
Yeah,
like, is it fire, flowers? Like, what's his deal?
Euphoria.
Oh, so he can shoot out ecstasy?
Pretty much. He just.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Continue.
We have to use that on.
To be fair, he's used it on you guys before, like episode 7 or something.
We got to use that on Nox. Just like, hey man, you don't want to fight us and just take her fucking head off.
Nah, I'm gonna walk up to Tib'resh and hold the dragon and go black.
So it's
just like squirt euphoria onto him.
Wait, so it's gonna be like Mulan using Mushu as a lighter?
Yeah, literally. Tib'resh is like, man, I wish this was my best work yet. I'm gonna sneak up behind him and be like, black.
Give it another hit of your spice weasel. Bang!
As Vindalfek was telling his story, I was frantically trying to write it out on the note with my silver raven to immediately send to Flickie.
That's amazing.
Okay.
Be like, oh, dude, I'd say that again. Like, just like fucking going for it. Okay, cool. So now what? We've covered me.
Do you? At the end of my note to Flickie with the story from Vindelfeck, I want to say, you know somewhere we can sell that box?
To Flickie?
And
Okay.
I actually say I happen to know a guy who I've done some transactions with in the Rich District? What's it called?
The Greens.
The Greens.
Alabaster, right?
I happen to know a guy in the Greens who might know somebody.
Day trip? Question mark with a checkbox with a Y next to it and a checkbox with an N.
It's a
next to
crumpled
it.
up like fucking.
Do you like me? Yes, no,
paper.
maybe.
I look at him and I circle the ore, and I just hand it back to him. Nah, but that's cool. I go, day trip! We like snag Vendelfeck and we run out the door.
Okay.
Well, I do. I can't speak for Sugtok.
Hell yeah, he was absolutely able to read my note. That was my linguistics check.
Okay.
Sorry, Tib'resh.
The dice giveth and the dice taketh away.
Oh, speaking of dice, let me grab my tower. So.
Tib'resh is gonna real quick just fold up a draft of the chapter called "The Masked Man and the Noble," and attach it to a raven and send it off to Icar.
Flickie?
That silver raven.
I was like, everyone's sending me mail.
And it just says, "While you're in recovery, I hope you like this. Let me know what you think." And it's written however Icar would interpret a roll of 17 on linguistics would be. It's supposed to be both historical fiction, but also it's fun because it's about you. But I'm not using your name or anything. So
It's like the Da
censored
Vinci
from
Code.
it.
Do you think you could point out more often how shredded he is?
That's all the note says.
You wanted to use words like ripped or rippling. Rippling's good.
It is important to know whether you enjoyed the story.
Well,
By Tib'resh's standards, it's riveting.
So,
It's
Flickie, we head into the greens?
certainly elaborate. It has an interesting flair to it. I feel like I could give you a few pointers on how to change a bit of the dialogue to make it maybe a bit more appropriate to what I might actually say or what someone else might actually say.
A reminder that you are writing this response. You are not physically telling it to him.
Does that
I
mean he has
see.
to roll linguistics?
Not necessarily.
I'm just gonna take 10 on it.
Okay.
He's a noble. He's been trained how to write.
He knows how to
and he has
write.
all the time in the world while he's
Yeah.
putting his bones back together.
All right. So, what are we focusing in on? Are we going to follow me and
Tib'resh
Sugtok going?
appreciates the feedback.
Yeah. You guys are going to do that, and then I'm going to ask Roger for how does Icar roleplay getting home with a still severe chest wound hidden under his clothes.
Also, Luke, we're going to the Pearl Merchant, and if I remember correctly, we picked up a pearl something in the last session.
You picked up a Pearl of Power, which is a magic item you wanted to hold on to.
Yeah, you
I
don't want to get rid of it.
I want to hold on to it, but I want to show it to him just to show him that I'm like, hey, we're Pearl guys. Look at this shit. And I
I want
fucking
to adamantly try to dissuade him from doing that in case
No.
anyone from Barzillai's regime notices. They want that shit.
well,
That's
me
free-
and
free
homeboy. Here's what we'll do. Here's
Oh,
what
this
we'll
is
do.
your- this
we'll
is like
get there,
your
and then
Pearl, bro.
and then we'll do it. We'll get there, and then we'll do the deal. Let's
Before you guys leave, sorry, Tib'resh still has 3 pearls sitting around, and he overhears you guys going to the Pearl Merchant, and he's like, "Hey, I don't just give me the change."
No, I ask him, yo, for the rebellion or personal?
It's mostly going to go to the rebellion. I donate most of my gold to the rebellion.
All right, cool. I'll bring you a receipt.
Thanks. I need it for my taxes.
Yeah, exactly. Barzillai ain't feeding everybody.
That's the one thing.
Barzillai, we are definitely not actively rebelling. Promise.
Well, that's the one thing about
Bounty.
Cheliac. Since it follows the intricate bureaucracy of hell, their tax plan is rather robust.
Cool. I mean, lame. Okay, so we're on our way to the Green District. What's up with Icar and Tib'resh?
Tib'resh gets his constructive critical response from Icar via.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The gist of the response is maybe we should sit down together.
Maybe we should take a few minutes
to talk about this more thoroughly over a copy of the draft.
Icar hands you back your first draft folded in half, and he's like, "See me after class."
I would never use the word zounds. That's too archaic.
B+.
Okay. All right. Well, then
I have to take issue with the way you have Flickie always saying elementary. He's never said that.
No, everyone froze. What did I say? You froze right as you said what I say. What did you say that I said?
Elementary.
Elementary, my dear Dupass.
And I am actually going to on this day whip out my
Whoa
quill.
Oh, okay.
And
I'm gonna bathe my gooch in the sun for 15 minutes?
I'm gonna write up another draft for God damn it, I wrote her name like literally right here.
Ruba
Fenquay. Fuck, it's right there. Okay. Anyway. Balls again. Never mind. I get halfway through writing it and give up.
Well, I mean, Luke's the one to judge that, right?
I know, but last time it was my mid-range roll, and it wasn't.
How about this, Tim? Once you get a work for Ruba that exceeds 20, that'll be something that Tib'resh feels like, you know what? I think this is good enough for resume fuel.
Yeah. Now that Tib'resh has been humbled, he's not going unless it's his best work, and this isn't his best work.
Groovy. Well, shit. Then on the way to the market,
pearl guy.
I'm grabbing that big-ass pearl in my pocket, and you said I know that it's a magic object. Is there any way for me to tell what it does? Like, he's
yeah.
Gives you an extra spell used per day.
Yeah.
Extra.
Yeah, you identified it. It's a pearl of power keyed to first-level spells, which means that once per day you can use it to regain a prepared first-level spell that you've already cast.
Oh, no, I shove it up my ass and forget about it. We keep going to the Green District.
Okay, yeah. To the Greens, and to...
Not physically.
Yeah. To Whitegate Market.
I use Mage Hand, so it's not weird.
Okay. You head to Whitegate Market, and you return to... Now, for the life of me, it's been a while since you've been here. I can't remember which name I gave this guy, so you return to the
Hold up. I might have his name. A Pearl guy. It's Salen.
Salen. There we go. Thank you. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, yes. Bitch, I'm keeping notes, motherfucker!
Well, your notes, motherfucker. You return to Salen's shop. The little bell dings as you come in. Yes, hello, welcome. How can I help you? They
go, my man! And I walk up to the counter, and I go, I got 2 orders of business today. I can see you rubbing your temples. I'm gonna make this quick.
Okay, it's delightful.
I want to
this
look
is
around
my
the
buddy
shop and see if there's
Sugtok.
any.
He's pretty cool.
Yes. I've seen him once before as well.
Cool.
There you go,
First order of business.
Hello.
How much can I get for these? And I slap the pearls down on the counter that Tib'resh gave me.
Well, one moment here, and he takes out his appraiser's monocle. I'm like, I believe I could give you 80 gold pieces for the 3 of them.
Sounds good. No bargaining. I take the 80 for 3.
He gives you 8 platinum pieces because it's easier to manage.
Cool. We tell Tib'resh there was no change. All right.
Anyway, and your second order of business?
I lean in kind of close across the counter, and I'm like, "Hey, we're cool, right?"
Your second order of business, please.
Fair enough. I then proceed to ask him about the box in a hushed tone.
He takes a look at it when you set it down, and his eyes kind of go a bit wide and says, yeah, this certainly looked like it was exquisite once, but it seems broken now. Does it still work? You already know that it does not and will not.
I say no,
my
but
friend, I'm going to put my hand on Flickie's shoulder and just give him a look like, please. This is an exquisite piece.
No, I'm not trying to sell it. I'm trying to find out what the deal is. Like, if he knows someone who knows anything about it.
Well, then ask him that.
I was about to.
Yeah, it's like,
I was trying to bluff my way through it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, no, I was letting Sugtok cut me off
Oh,
before
okay.
I continued my...
All right.
With a 10. It's an absolutely fantastic piece. Looks every bit as good as it is. It's wonderful.
I'm sure it would be if it weren't written in Shadow Tongue. Anyway.
Either way, I give Sugtok a comical, like, face shove, like, out of shot.
Okay.
And I lean back
I'm gonna
in.
accept it and walk away like.
All right, let's give him a big hand.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, everybody, Sugtok Shattersong, everybody, come on. But, no, I lean in, and I'm like, you may not know what's up, or, you know, you may not want to tell me what's up, but is there any chance you'd be able to lead me in some kind of direction to someone who might know something? Obviously, I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want anything to come back on you, but just any chance.
I know this is probably out of character knowledge that Icar hasn't shared, but Icar does speak Shadow Tongue.
All right, we'll keep that in mind. All right.
No, that hasn't been fucking shared yet. Otherwise, we would have figured this out.
Well, the thing is that Flickie remembers identifying the chains and whatnot as coming from the plane of shadow.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That was figured out, but I was sitting there like, well, I can't fucking speak this shit.
Yeah. Okay, and actually, since you were all in the room with it, I'm just going to let everybody know that, or at least Icar know, that it's the characters of Shadow Tongue, but used in like terms of like scroll work and like incantation construction.
Okay, so I ask him if he has any direction to send me. Do I have to roll anything? He's
like, well, I don't see any particular way that I would be able to take this off your hands for you. You may wish to ask Headmistress Distoros over at the Academy.
Distoros or Distroros?
Hold on a second. I'm just gonna type out her whole name here because you would know this because she's an elf. So
I went to the academy, right?
Exactly. So it hasn't been long enough for her to have died of old age, or even enter or old age. Yes, that's right. Headmistress Ilvana Distoros.
Headmistress Distoros. Okay, cool. Sorry, and that you said she's at the Alabaster?
Yeah, she's the headmistress of the Alabaster Academy.
Cool. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep track of stuff. Jeff from fucking Harmontown had it figured down. All right. Okay, cool. I say thanks for the cash, thanks for the information, and unless Sugtok's got anything he wants to buy or talk to you about, we're gonna get out of here.
Do you have any premium pearls here? Pearls of power at all?
Unfortunately, that seems more like an arcane item, and I'm a simple jeweler.
I hold up my pearl of power and go, just out of curiosity, how much would this fetch, do you think? I'm not selling it. I'm just curious.
You're a pearl guy. You know a lot about pearls, so I figured.
I'll hand it here. Let me take a look at it, and I'll see what I can...
I'm gonna keep it in my hand as he looks at it.
All right.
Like, I like the guy, but he was also kind of a dick when I asked if we were cool.
He says, I believe that it's worth several hundred gold pieces on its own, possibly even a solid 1,000.
Shit, well then, thanks for the intel. No other conversation. I toss it in my pocket, and I leave.
You're welcome. Should you have any other jewelry needs, I am always here.
He's talking to the dust of my cloak as I walk away.
To be fair,
he was an asshole to me today.
To be fair, Sugtok's still here as well.
I'm sure we can count on your discretion.
I'm a businessman. It's a business exchange.
Oh, I turn around and go, hey, I'll burn down your fucking shop. Be cool.
Don't worry about him, Salen. You know how he gets.
Yes.
He's an asshole, but we love him.
Yes, yes, I'm aware. I'm quite aware.
This is like
You
the
take
fourth
it easy,
time I've
bud.
been
I'm
to
gonna flick
Salem's
him a
shop.
silver and walk out.
Thank you. Have a pleasant day.
You too.
I love this weird relationship I've built with this, like, rich merchant. Like, that shit is so fucking funny to me.
Yeah, it's kind of like the relationship that Star-Lord and that merchant guy had in the first Guardians of the Galaxy.
The Collector?
No, not the Collector. The guy
Oh, the dude. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
When Yondu was like, I like to buy these little figurines and put them on my chair. I can't tell if you're joking or not. That's
So-
kind of what I base this entire character off of.
If I've still got 2 cloaks on, which I think I do.
You must be sweaty as fuck.
Yeah, one of them's probably non-magical, and one of them probably is.
I don't remember if I had a magical cloak. There was one that was just dope, so I wanted to wear it. But I want to hide the box in the pocket of the undercoat.
Sure.
Garrett had a cloak he thought was dope, but didn't really do anything. And then he got a second one that I think had magical effects.
Yeah. The one that was chewed on by the rats from like the livery was a cloak of resistance. He finally said, "I'll put this on," and it looks like tattered, so it fits my aesthetic.
I do not have that bonus attached, so...
the Cloak of Resistance +1 would be a +1 to all your saves.
Neat. Alright, so I've shredded my other coat, but let me see that box, Flickie. You mind if I hold it on the way to the academy?
I'm gonna stop you right there, and I say, as much as I appreciate that, I'm the magiciest of us all, and I'm gonna hold on to this.
Alright, but if trouble comes and finds you...
Hey man, it's a risk I'm willing to take. Have you seen what I've done to fucking demons and gang bosses? I blow my fingers.
From a distance, indeed I have.
And I remind you that you're pretty much running on empty right now.
No, I know, but there's something about this box that gives me a weird vibe that I feel like the magic dude should be holding on to it, because I feel like it could go like and like whisper in Garrett's ear or some shit. So I'm gonna hold on to it for now.
All right.
Word.
But you guys make your way to the alabaster.
Charlotte, will you bring?
Bring what?
Will you bring me one of these? They're in the yellow box.
Excellent. So I want to go
In the fridge.
I guess. Look. What? Flickie, who should we talk to here? Who'd sail?
Oh, I thought I was muted. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
What were you saying?
Who was the person we were supposed to talk to there? You remember? Salen told us. Did he say a person here?
We were
or just
looking.
the academy?
Yeah. We're looking for Headmistress Desteros in the Alabaster Academy.
So I guess, is there like a main... What's it look like when we walk into the academy?
On the way there, I describe the grand halls and like the tons of students flooding in and all these positive memories before Barzillai Thrune came in, because that's how I remember it.
And actually, your particular memories of it there aren't as many students, because you would know this having attended the academy.
When I say students flooding in, I mean like the 9-10 students that are getting drafted in and shit.
Okay, all right, yeah. But as you come in, it's pretty much like it's got the big opening entryway, kind of like a college main commons or something, with stairs going up and rooms along the side leading off, and the towers of the academy are literally the tallest points in the city. So a lot of the academy's dormitories and classrooms go in a vertical floor plan. So the base is pretty much, imagine kind of like a Grand Central Station type setup. You walk in and there's hallways that lead to towers, or upstairs to offices around like that, all well lit with ever-burning torches and other light sources and magical spells keeping it all illuminated. And it's not too hard to find the headmistress's office at the far end, at the top of basically the third floor of the atrium area.
On the way there, I slyly take one of the ever-burning torches and put it out and slide it into my bag.
One, they're up a little bit too high for you to do that stealthily, and two, you can't extinguish an ever-burning torch. That's literally the whole point.
Wait. Oh, I was thinking Everlight. My bad.
Yeah, no.
Never mind. We just keep going.
Yeah, when I say Grand Central Station, I also mean height-wise, and the torches are up there specifically to avoid that from happening.
Do they weigh more than 5 pounds?
They weigh as much as a regular torch. They have the continual flame spell cast on them, which creates a permanent but heatless flame.
Heatless? Yeah, it wouldn't burn clothes?
Correct. It will not burn anything, but it will still give off light like a small torch fire would.
Okay. No, I'm not. I'm not going to cause any mayhem. We're just going to do our thing. Let's go. All
right.
Sorry,
up to the
it's my
headmistresses.
first instinct.
Yeah. You get
My first instinct's to punch.
Yeah, I get it.
All right.
So I'm gonna go in and punch the headmistress.
No, I will. I literally restrain him.
Good luck.
I swear to God, I will roll for this.
I just want to walk in and say, hey,
the wizard is going to restrain the barbarian.
There's Dorona? Yeah? Thunk?
you the headmistress?
Alright, but yeah, so, yes, we
yes.
no, well, we walk in, and I know her, because I went here.
Oh, you're not like on a first name basis with her, but
we've met.
Yeah, she's as familiar to you as pretty much any principal from primary school is to any of us.
Well, that's not fair, because everyone on the staff hated me in high school. But...
Well, I didn't mean high school. There's also middle and elementary school.
That's pretty much same across the docket.
Okay.
But, so we walk into the office, and I say, Headmistress Desderos!
Yes, Mr. Van Elfo, it's been...
Ah, you remember me! And I go for a high five and see if she reciprocates.
She leaves you hanging.
I clap myself and go, good enough, all right.
Yes, it's very, very difficult to forget one such as you.
Amen.
And Headmistress Desderos is an elven woman with slightly like Mediterranean dark skin.
Oh my God! Okay, chill out.
And black hair down to about her shoulders.
Whoa,
Luke. And she's also wearing what appears to be a similar type of headband to the kind that Tib'resh is wearing, but it looks a little bit different. It's got a sapphire in it instead of a peridot.
Whoa! I look at her headdress and I go, "Hey, I got a buddy who wears one of those with a different gem. How's yours?" I'm just trying to create like small, like, haha.
It's like she's sitting at her desk, which has a number of papers on it. She says, "I'm rather busy, so if there's something important you'd like to get to it. Otherwise, please leave."
Okay. Me and my buddy Sugtok here have something we would like you to look at because we were directed here by a mutual associate, and he believed you may be able to help us. And we're trying to keep this on the hush hush. And the only reason we came here is because we believe that you're the best at what you do.
I'm quite the researcher, but what can I help you with?
I'm gonna grab his shoulder and whisper into his ear. Let me offer you some free advice. Talk less, smile more.
I was literally saying it, but I was muted. Sorry.
And we have this, and I'm going to, as I've got my arm around Flickie, kind of try to slyly reach into his pocket and pull out the gateway.
Roll me a sleight of hand check, and Flickie, roll me a perception check.
Perception check /R. Ah!
That's not great.
Okay, we rolled.
Good enough. You managed.
Oh no!
You managed to pickpocket the broken cubic gate out of Flickie's pocket.
So I've got my hand kind of on his shoulder. I reach in, I pickpocket it out, and I say, "We found this in our adventures, and we're told as a curiosity, you may have some interest in it."
Yeah, it's like this big or whatnot. And she's like, "Well, let me take a look at that." And she looks at it and says, "It appears to be broken. Were you aware of this?"
Indeed.
Yes.
But
I look at her coyly, like, "Yeah, we got it."
That does not detract from the rarity or the nature of the item and its purposes in educating about such magical goods.
You're certainly not wrong there. I believe I could probably go in the Academy's displays.
So is she?
I'd be willing. Let me.
Is she like the librarian from the Jedi Temple? Like, is that her deal?
No, that would be the librarian.
Oh, you know what? I just recognized that as I said that. Forget I said that.
And no, she's not as prissy as Madame Jocasta.
Killing her at the Revenge of the Sith was awesome.
Yeah, because she was a bitch. Now,
damn!
She said, because she was. Her only...
Yeah, I'm just giving you guff.
Yeah.
We have done just a touch of research, and we're told it its value could be somewhere in the up to 3,500 gold pieces kind of range.
Pushing high, I like that.
Roll me a bluff check.
Nope, sorry. Roll d20 plus 7. God damn it! What the fuck is? I think my my numlock came off. Yeah, that's what happened.
Don't you hate it when that happens? Okay, a sec.
The up to 3,500 kind of range.
No, perhaps, but the Academy does not have that much on its free hands to give out to this. However, if you are planning on donating this to us, I will make sure you're amply compensated for it.
And what does that mean?
I believe that's I believe that the Academy would be comfortable letting it go, taking it off of your hands for 2,000.
I stop them before the sale ends, and I ask it before. I'm here for it. I'm on board, but I ask her like wizard to wizard because I assume she's wizardic in some fashion.
She's intellectual. We'll go with that.
Yeah, I ask her. I'm like, "Are you absolutely sure? Even though it may be broken or maybe run down, there's nothing you recognize about this box. Like, we'll have more time to study it once we donate it, but I have to know."
It's a broken cubic gate. It's not going to function again, but that means it's safe for display.
Well, excellent. All right, 2,000 gold sounds fine to me.
I may have been trying to deceive you with 3,500, but I've been told easily 3,000.
As far as
if I were to tell you that,
as far as value is, but there's a limit to how much discretionary income the Academy has to offer, and I can't spend it all on a single curiosity.
Could you meet me in the middle if you know it was going to things that would better your students' lives and your ability to educate them?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Probably diplomacy in this case.
Yeah,
probably better. Yeah.
Actually, I think diplomacy is persuasion.
That's right. Sorry, this is 5th edition creeping into my head again. Yeah, diplomacize this.
I missed the space this time. I'm just fucking up on the rolls today. Would we meet in the middle, perhaps?
I will throw in an additional 500 of my own funds.
Is there anything else I could do for you?
500 what?
Gold.
Okay.
And this is flirting just a little bit.
At the moment, nothing comes to mind, but
diplomacy.
But thank you for being cordial about this. It's nice to know that his personality doesn't push away any and all who could be his friends.
He is a wonderful soul that has... It is like a rose. There is beauty, but there are certainly thorns.
Yes, wonder is certainly a way of describing it.
I pretend to hear none of this.
And I want to take the 2,500 gold pieces from her and offer my hand in that fashion.
She gives you... she goes and counts out 500 or 50 platinum from her own thing, and then writes you basically like a letter of credit from the Academy that you're gonna have to take to a money changer here in the city. But
she just hands you like 2,500 gold pieces. She's like, "There you go."
So I wanna take the 50 platinum and try to take her hand, kiss it, and say it's been a pleasure.
Roll me a charisma check, just straight charisma.
That banknote would be something you'd take to the Temple of Abadar, right?
Probably, yes.
Then I'm probably gonna go home with that and ask for some people to maybe like hang out outside. Do we know that what's her name hangs out around the temple?
Hold on.
I'm trying to find my charisma. It's +3.
Just to make sure.
Sorry.
God, Dillon.
I didn't do anything.
Straight charisma.
What's this drawing down here?
Oh, it's a smiley face with hair.
Okay.
It started as a better smiley face, and then since I'm on a laptop, the hair took it out of control.
It's down here in old Kintargo.
That looks like a sentient blueberry that's about to hurl.
That's what I was thinking.
Just 2 seconds. Whoa! Oh my god! Oh my god! I just accidentally zoomed in 800%, and I don't know how. So give me just a sec. All right, sorry.
Anyway, but getting back to my point before I was distracted by art, Sugtok,
Right as I go to kiss her hand, I kind of like hiccup, burp a little, and spit into the like.
Yeah,
been a pleasure.
she takes it and it's like, thank you very much. That'll be enough of that.
Look forward to our future dealings.
And she takes out a handkerchief and wipes her hand off. Oh, so it's a fat guy smiling. Okay.
It's a fat, happy Asian guy smiling. He's like, ha!
Okay. Anyway. But anyway, Sugtok, your thing. Roger said the Temple of Abadar, not the Temple of Asmodeus.
Okay,
Asmodeus is the bad news bears, dude.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, as a reminder, there are 4 temples in Kintargo and Temple Hill. There's the Temple of Asmodeus, which is the big one. There's Shadow Square, which is the Temple of Zon-Kuthon. There's the House of Golden Veils, which is the Temple of Abadar. And there's Songbird Hall, which is the Church of Shellin.
Hey, I don't know how to delete my drawings.
I'll take care of it.
You up for a trip to the bank?
Absolutely! And I go for a high five.
I'm gonna go up for the high five and try to miss, but come down and do one of the downsy high fives.
See, but I'm prepared for him to do that, so I go for the slap and I go, ha ha! And I catch him on the other side.
Okay. I'm just.
I will accept that and be moderately impressed with it.
Cool, I'm here for it.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice handshakes.
That's what I'm saying. I look at him and I go, ah.
Something happened.
Yeah, for the record, the Temple of Abadar is this building right here on Temple Hill that's kind of shaped like a C.
Oh, that's mouthing around the little brown one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that little brown one is also part of it because Abadar, the god of cities and commerce and everything, the House of Golden Veils.
What is this?
The House of Golden Veils doubles as a bank and as the Temple of Abadar.
All right, so how?
Wait, temple
what time of
doubles
day
as
is
a
it? And do we
bank?
have time to get there today?
Abadar is the god of commerce.
Oh shit! Okay, my bad.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, Garrett?
Do we have time to get there today before sundown?
Absolutely. Like I said, most of your adventuring happened this morning. You've got all afternoon.
Cool. So to the bank, and anything happen on the way?
The two of you have to pay the toll to get across the bridge.
I have a question about that, Luke. Very, very specific wizard play question.
Answer.
If me and Garrett start on a roof, and I throw, using house rule, and I throw a carpet over a hovering disc, since the disc can't go up or down, could me and Garrett perceivably glide across the top of the city?
The disc maintains a 3 foot.
3 feet off the. Fuck! That's so. Okay, continue. I'm sorry.
So you would.
I was gonna nimbus
terminal
us across
speed,
the
and when
town.
you hit the ground, like slam down onto your carpet.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, that's what a fly spell would be for, and that's like 3rd level shit.
Yeah, I'll get that later. Because when that shows up, I'm gonna be like, bitch.
Yep.
Tim, fly into the enemy base and do recon, or Tib'resh, because Tim technically can already fly.
Anyway, but yes, you go to the bank, and the disciples of Abadar are there. They're dressed in the like whites with little gold trim, and they take you through the bank process, which is as tedious as going to the bank is in real life. Usually, we have to sit down and wait for a teller to be there, and then they cash the check and everything, and you get your 2,000 gold pieces in whatever combination denomination you particularly find useful. And if it's
200 platinum.
If you want it withdrawn in 200 platinum, you can get it withdrawn in 200 platinum.
Nah, I say take it in gold, because, I mean, he knows,
Sugtok
obviously knows what I'm talking.
Give it to him in copper pieces.
Yeah,
Get a wheelbarrow.
Well, I casually suggest to Sugtok, like, hey, maybe we should take this in gold because of the charity we're donating to is easier to keep up with in gold.
Aye, but if we know we're donating a decent portion of our recent donation.
The Church of Abadar might be the bank, but there are still individual money changers throughout the city that you can take and exchange platinum for gold on your own downtime.
Okay, all right. That way it doesn't seem sketch. Like we're just going to take out a bunch of platinum and do the deal.
Yeah, it's like if you go to the bank and get $100 and they give it to you in 520s, that you just kind of take that, but then you go to you buy a pack of gum. It's like, can I get my change in 2 5s, 3 1s, and a 10 or something like that?
We don't need to be carrying home 2 big, money bags.
Yeah, you don't need to be carrying a trunk of money home through the streets.
That's 2,000 gold. That's got to be 2 sacks of money.
And I remind you, gold is not a light metal.
Yeah, that works for me, man. Did everybody freeze?
No. No.
Hold up. Did I miss anything important?
No.
Everyone was frozen for 10 seconds.
No, we're just saying that basically a gold piece is about the size of those chocolate gold coins that we see on St. Patrick's Day, except actually made of gold.
Okay. Oh, all right. Yeah. Except actually doing the deal.
Except heavy.
All right, so that's all we really got. So I'll be holding on to the money, and when we get back to the place, we'll split it 5 ways. Go basically 50 for each of us, and then 50 platinum for the revolution.
Okay.
So I guess everybody. Do we have to add the money to the revolution at a certain time?
Yeah, that's one of the steps during the upkeep phase.
Yeah, we should just have a pile of gold in the fucking wasp's nest that we can just toss into the fucking thing whenever we can.
Can we make Vendelfek watch over the revolution's monies as part of his hoard?
Only if he agrees to let us take...
He has to understand that every now and then we gotta take some coins out of it, but we'll keep giving him cool shit if he keeps letting us use it.
As long as he knows it's not part of his hoard, it's fine, but if it's part of
if he's just watching over it as an extra type deal?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, hey bud, are you cool watching this?
Be hey, have you heard of Smaug?
If you want to roll around in the coins a little bit, you're welcome to, but we might need some of them here and there.
You can Scrooge McDuck this money, but just know.
Okay. Yeah, I've identified the House of Golden Veils for future reference.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, and you guys return with the money to the hideout. And now let's deal with Icar getting home and dealing with the fact that he's wounded.
Wait, no. Before that happens, Tim asked me to bring him the change, or Tib'resh asked me to bring him the change. I bring him back 10 gold pieces. Tell him they charged us. Oh, wait a second. Long story short, I keep 10 of Tib'resh's gold pieces.
So you give him 70.
I give him 70, and I go, wow, 70 gold pieces, man. What a steal. And I look back at Sugtok like...
I want to subtly intimidate him into giving him the full amount if I can.
Don't worry about it. Remember, I have a really good sense motive. So let's see.
That's right. Let's roll it. Real quick.
I'm going to roll for a distasteful.
Yeah, Dillon, roll me a bluff check and try to beat 31.
Roll a bluff check and try to Jesus fuck. I literally can't. So
Tib'resh knows you're full of shit.
All right. So I give him 75 and go. All right, man. It was 75.
Tib'resh raises an eyebrow.
He still knows that you're lying.
I am fully aware that
you're lying. He knows that I'm lying, and I keep the money and look him in the eye as I put it back in my pocket.
It's my fee.
Finder's fee, sure. Like I said,
that gives me 5 gold. Wait a minute.
Raising my eyebrows at him, keep the change, and I take the 75.
The tensions are rising. Okay.
Well, here's your cut of that evil box too, and I'll hand him his 50 platinum points for 500 gold.
All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna add 5 gold and then 15.
Well, I just figured we were gonna toss the 2,500 into a big pile and throw that into the revolution.
Yeah, I need to be aware.
I was splitting it 5 ways, so 50 plat to the revolution and then 50 platinum to each other individual person. was gonna say.
Oh,
I
well,
also
I'm gonna
handed
put
you...
all 50 of mine into the rebellion. None of it's going to me.
Well, remember, all 50 or platinum equals 500 gold pieces, and that's going to be the monetary denomination that I run it all in. So you would be
So 50 base for the rebellion because there's 4 of us, and then each of us have 50 platinum to decide what we want to do with.
correct, which would be 500 for the rebellion and 500 gold for all of you.
That's fine.
All right.
I'm gonna give all mine to the rebellion.
Because then it'll be that double for the rebellion plus whatever we all add.
Okay, up to you guys. Anyway, Icar, let's get on with you.
Okay, I will point out that I have been healed to full health since the instabbing.
Yeah, you have been healed to full health. Wait. Actually, yeah, this is still the same day, so Sugtok would not have
No, I healed him up. I used a
was-
spell
I was-
on him, and then I used a wand on him, and then I used a wand on him again.
Yeah, I know, but that only brought him up to like 17 health. I've just refilled your tokens for however it eventually comes.
No,
to
it was at full.
He was
'cause I keep
literally
it
Oh
at
written-
yeah, he
full.
got brought back to full.
I
I'm not
keep it
trying to be
written
an
on my
asshole,
sheet,
but-
too.
Point of getting him to full.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Well,
Sugtok straight up was like blam blam blam.
if you're keeping
And, like,
if you're
fucking-
keeping
was-
if you're keeping track of it on your sheet, that's okay.
It was a little excessive, but I didn't complain at the time.
All right, yeah. However, since you were dropped in a single critical hit or whatnot, physically your hit points are fine, but you like,
Still feeling it.
yeah, you're still like, it's still sore, tender, and hurts like a bitch.
Didn't
I'm
he
sure it still
legitimately
hurts.
almost get decapitated?
No, it was like up, like diagonal.
Oh, like he almost got cut in half diagonally. Like that's what fucking happened.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that shit. I'm glad you're alive, Icar, man. And I lean in close and I go, also, man.
Icar's not
pretty
here.
fucking cool, man. What? Ah, that son of a bitch.
Yeah, we're
He's at home.
Yeah,
He
we're
just got
yeah,
back.
yeah, we're discussing him getting home and dealing with the fact
Oh,
of
it's not Teardos or Turd Day or whatever, right?
no, it's still the afternoon of the day you fought Nox.
Ah, dude, this game.
Still
Jesus Christ.
Sunday.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
the afternoon.
So yeah, Icar will get home.
Yeah.
You know, the sun's.
Yeah, because you guys know his secret, but he still has to keep a secret identity from other people, and his family's going to wonder how the hell he almost got cut in half if he's not Tenebrae.
Well, you know, I don't take my shirt off at dinner.
Of course, I know, but you know the fact, you know.
Luke's like, I have no words for that. You're right.
No, I'm saying like it's how you wish to role play out the fact that
Right. No, I mean, you know, like sitting at dinner, he's definitely going to be pretty quiet. If Maximilian or Eckhard try to like poke him or start something, he's definitely going to wince a little bit and be like, "Not tonight.
not tonight.
Not like, please, God, no.
I've had a very long day."
All right. And at some point after you get home, you get that silver raven from Tib'resh, and you send your response off.
Right.
All right.
You know, the concise measure of it is that it's a good first draft, but before you continue, perhaps we should look over the draft together just to fill in a few character details that I think could be more accurately described.
All right. The other thing that you notice is that Leslie's been reading a handful of letters kind of intently since you got home.
Oh, what are those?
Oh, they're letters from Marquel, or poems, more accurately. Apparently, he's really good at this.
Well, what do you think of it?
I don't have much of an eye for poetry, but he's and she just hands you one of them. Now, to be fair, I myself have no skill as a poet, but just reading through like a 3-stanza thing, he's basically just it's a fine poetry. It seems very, very standard for the kind of courtship thing that they're going through.
Well, it's very thoughtful of him to send you poetry, but perhaps not quite so much.
Well, is
there a new poem every day?
No. This was apparently it's like maybe once a week, once every other week. It's nothing too much. She's only holding about maybe 3 of them.
I see.
And then when she's finished, she puts them in a little like binder or whatnot, or folder or something, and puts them
Well,
away.
that's nice.
Oh, and also it'd be rude to just not read them, and they are quite good.
Well, maybe it gives you a chance to get to know him a little better if he's showing you what he does professionally.
Perhaps there's even a small little. He even mentioned that his father, Count Oxus, is kind of annoyed at how much poetry he's been doing instead of any of his work in the salt and silver business.
Well, you know how parents are. They're all very demanding. I'm sure his is no different than father's.
And what's wrong with demanding parents? You hear from behind you, and it's Rosalind.
I just think that we should be free to explore the things that we're good at. And you, Rosalind, are very good at putting yourself into conversations into which you were not invited.
Well, to be fair, you're standing here talking rather loudly. It's very difficult not to get involved.
It's
Shit.
actually very easy, Rosalind. And Icar will grab her and turn her around and push her away. It's that simple.
She kind of turns around, huffs, and straightens out her skirt and just kind of stomps off.
What am I going to do with Rosalind?
You hear a voice peeking from around one of the corners. It's like, you can always put a cockroach in her bed. It's Eckhard.
Nice.
Eckhart, if I find a cockroach in anyone's bed, I know who's going to be hung upside down from the stairs.
Is it got to be Max?
No!
What about Jean?
Eckhart,
Okay, no cockroaches.
they're disgusting.
Yeah, okay, yeah, they're. That's why it's funny, but okay.
Icar
Well,
is
at
such a fun home story.
At least use something a little bit here. If you're going to put anything in anyone's bed, the best is those little millipedes that grow underneath the tree in the front yard.
Oh, that's grody. I love it.
All right, Pugsley, what the fuck?
All right, now go make sure that Jean's getting ready for bed.
Okay, and
It's your turn today.
he's like, okay, and he pokes his head back around the corner, and you hear his feet patter off as he runs. And you don't have any other meaningful interactions with the family that night.
Icar will just want to reinforce to Leslie that he's, the poetry is just, what's the Olorian, what's the guy's name?
Markwell.
That's just Arquel's way of trying to be sociable. And if there's anything that she does, maybe it wouldn't hurt for her to send something his way.
No,
Just whatever she's working on.
I'll send him a response after he seems much more comfortable writing things than actually talking. I mean, and just from reading his poem that she gave you that he was kind of like, kind of socially awkward when you were talking with him several weeks ago, but he's very, very florid and verbose when it comes to writing, it seems. It's very Shakespearean sonnet type stuff.
Well, if he's more comfortable writing, maybe you can meet somewhere in the middle. Write something and hire someone to go stand outside of his house and do it. I know Father once told me a story of how he courted with Mother, and it involved them sending heralds back and forth. The whole Greens could hear it. And it went on for about 2 weeks before they decided that it was just too much.
That reminds me of an episode of Violet Evergarden. Anyway, but that happens. So does anybody else have anything important to do today, or is everything...
why'd you have to mention Violet? I'm having Vietnam flashbacks of episode 10.
Oh, sorry. Anyway.
Only two things I wanted to do. I want to get Icar his 50 platinum points. So does he have like a bunk in the place? Can I send the Silver Raven with that and have it not be like drawing attention?
You could just put his stuff in a box and send him a Raven knowing that he has it ready to pick up.
Okay, I'm going to not very cleverly but hide his 50 platinum points in a box and draw him a treasure map to where that box is in the nest.
Okay.
Why is there a box in here that says Icar stuff don't touch?
Because evidently the Wasp Nest is a Minecraft server.
Apparently.
Alright, that leaves me with 150 of which is going to the Rebellion, 50 of which is mine. I'm going to craft some Cure Moderate Wound scrolls. Am I able to do one of those today? Is that a 4-hour scroll?
It's 2 hours for one scroll, and I'll say that after everything else you've done today, you have time for one today.
Okay. Then
Wait, a Cure Moderate?
Yep.
Okay.
So, is that second level spell at...
Hold on a second.
Caster level 4 in your scroll crafting tips?
Yes, for you, which would be...
So 100 GP.
Yeah, 100 gold. And since the base cost is still not 250, it still falls in my house rule of 2 hours per, up to 4 per day. So yes, you can make one for 100 gold pieces in 2 hours.
Alright, so I'm going to move down to 90 platinum points and take the 2 hours to make one of those.
Okay, and that's 2d8 plus 4.
Yep.
Alright. Anybody else have anything else?
Is this still the same day? I believe it is that I tried to make all the scrolls.
You have not made the scrolls. You have deciphered.
Or my bad.
Yeah,
that I deciphered them.
Yeah, you have deciphered the scrolls, and Evans, if you want, we can just say that you copy the scrolls you've deciphered into your book, and during break, I'll run you through how much it cost you.
Okay.
Okay, we'll just say that. So those spells are now added into your spell book, and the associated scrolls fizzle away, or more accurately, the spells on the scrolls fizzle away. The actual physical parchment is still there.
Mm-hmm. So I could conceivably use that parchment for scrolls later.
Yes, because in this edition, when you use something from a scroll, the magic disappears, but the scroll doesn't burn up. It just goes blank. So it's a recyclable program.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I want to have, for crafting my Chords of Shards, I want to have spent that time using every different instrument I own to play the most dissonant 2 notes back to back that I could think of, and trying to record all of them into the scroll.
So a 3-second snippet of Raining Blood. Got it.
Yes. I'm so excited to use one.
Alrighty then. If no one else has anything, we're moving on to the next day, which is Moon Day, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Asses up, boys.
All right.
I roll over and say 5 more minutes, Mom.
Okay. And I will remind you, Flickie, that every day you spend an hour preparing your spells before you go down and take care of everything else that you're doing, because that's how wizards work.
That's fine.
Is that before,
is that not his
after,
toilet
or
time?
during? Yeah, I thought that's what he
I
was
think
doing when
that's
he was
during.
taking his shit.
If he wants to fluff it up as doing it while he's on the crapper, that's his prerogative.
That's fine. Yeah, actually, that's
why
true.
his
I
shit
have started.
always take an hour.
I have started every day with taking
he's-
an hour-long shit. That's what I'm doing in there.
Like he's just like flipping through his spell book. He's like, "Do I want to prepare this today?" Nah, and you just
and I'm just like, nah, scorching ray. All right.
He tears the pages out for spells he's not using today.
There's a legend that goes around the Alabaster Academy that he once single-handedly caused an entire class to get pink eye because he keeps reading while shitting.
Paper, please!
The hand from Majora's Mask.
Exactly. Here, take this deed I have to a spot of land and wipe your ass with it. Okay!
Okay, so what is... We're in Desmus now?
Yeah, that's the month, and it's Moon Day. As far as waking up time goes, there's another mail delivery to the Jhaltero estate in Icar's name.
I'll accept it in the morning.
All right, it's a small little box, fits in about the palm of your hand and whatnot. And when you open it up, there's straw stuffed inside around what appears to be a wood carving of a raven, with the word "Fitz" written to the breast of the raven.
Fits.
As in the shirt fits me really well.
Oh. Okay. It's interesting that he's putting ravens in the boxes now. I'll take the box and thank the guy who's delivering it, and Icar will...
It's another one of Kellenber's daughters from the postal service and / general store.
Right. He'll go upstairs and try it out.
It's just a wood carving of a raven. It just has the word "Fitz" written in the front of it, in all caps.
Okay, so that's the only thing in the box. It doesn't have anything else?
Correct.
That is bizarre. Icar is just gonna put it in his room. He really has no idea where it came from.
It's, like I said, it's a wood carving of a raven.
That is not helping me determine.
Yeah, I was about to say that doesn't really.
That's the extent of what you're getting right now.
Okay.
And after
he'll hold on to it.
And after Flickie finishes preparing his spells, Laria calls you over. Flickie.
Me specifically?
Yeah, Flickie. And she's holding up what appears to be a letter.
What's up, baby?
It's like, you got mail.
I hold it up. I go, "Bwa-da-da-da."
Okay.
What does it say?
It's written in very, very calligraphy style Elven.
All right, I can read that.
All right. And it says, it's like, I finally found it. Please meet me at the entrance to the school at around 10 o'clock this morning. And it's signed, Lady Mialari Dokur.
Okay, I immediately grab the homeboys' attentions. And I go, "Yo, boys, come here."
What's up?
And I then show them the parchment I received.
Anybody who can read Elven can read it.
Never mind. I tell them what the parchment says, and I ask who wants to come with me, because never follow an elf to a second location.
Having recently been able to learn Elven, Tib'resh is able
It's also really shitty Elven. That's the thing.
No, it's really, really immaculate Elven.
Oh, I was completely wrong. Okay.
Tib'resh is absolutely enamored. This handwriting is unbelievable.
Is he looking at the note intensely?
Are you?
Yeah, I'm nose fucking deep in it. I'm also reading it aloud.
I quietly move my robe so that my butt cheeks are visible for when he's done reading the note.
Tib'resh is busy tracing the lettering, wondering how he can get his handwriting to look like that, and reading the letter aloud.
I wait.
It just
Are you reading it in Elven or in Common?
Yeah,
I'm translating it.
Okay. It says, Flickelian, I finally found it. Please come and meet me at the entrance of the school at around 10. Signed, Lady Mialari Dokur.
Oh, nice. What? Oh yeah, they probably told me about their adventure meeting this lady.
What is it, Flickie?
We're gonna have to find out, aren't we? Because I have no idea.
It's been a couple of weeks since you saw her.
Oh, this is that fucking... Wait a minute, what's her name?
Mialari Dokur.
Dokur.
Fuck, I have Mialari, but I don't have anything next to her. Bummer.
She was the elven lady who rented you out for grunt work that one day.
Oh yeah.
The one that knew your mom.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I knew I had her in here for a reason.
Well, I mean, let's go meet her. I mean,
yeah. Sorry, I was writing down.
To be fair, it says at 10, and you still got like an hour and a half.
Yeah, I was about to say, should we all get some breakfast, suit up? Anyone who hasn't already, take their morning shits. What are we doing? What are we doing here? I'm the only one that poops. I feel like I'm the only one on this adventure that poops. You guys are like Link, and I'm like a regular people.
You're the only one who draws attention to it.
Tib'resh for sure poops, but
this is a role-playing game. I play my role.
Tib'resh tries to time his poops around not having to deal with anyone else's poops or prying ears.
Especially if he was in the bathroom with me, I'd be like fucking with him with magic.
Well, I don't have much else to do. However, do we know, is today a day that Icar is going to be able to meet up with us?
That's up to him.
No, because I did stuff with you guys Saturday and Sunday. this moon day, Icar is going to be busy.
And now that we know that Tenebrae and Icar are one and the same, we know his like regular person schedule, right? Like we know what that is.
I don't think we've had a full conversation about it since he went home after he was injured. Like I've sent him the one letter, but I intentionally.
But no, we've always known Icar's schedule. He's got days that he's able to do stuff with us, and days he's got to be at home.
Yeah, that's
right.
true.
It's only I mean, Tenebrae doesn't really. Tenebrae has a schedule, but like it's not important. Don't worry about it.
And like all annoying moms, after spending 3 days out with your friends, you got to stay home for a few days and hang out with the family.
Well, you know, Icar still has other stuff that he normally does. That's part of his like weekly crafting and also part of his weekly profession checks. So, you know, I try to balance that out the best, and usually it's every other day. So if he's busy on you know, Moon Day, Wheel Day, and Fire Day, then that means the next Star Day he'll be available, which is when we do all the weekly Rebellion stuff.
Okay, well, I say we should still go check it out.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, I'm here for it. We all look at the giant half-orc who hasn't said anything.
Tib'resh intentionally takes a very long sip of his coffee and puts it down slowly.
And a quick moment.
And then farts and laughs and smiles at Flickie.
A quick moment here so I can answer the question that Garrett whispered me about carrying capacity. I usually don't really worry about what your carrying capacity is unless you're doing something utterly ridiculous, or unless Tib'resh
like, I have 5 suits of chainmail, like that kind of deal.
Yeah, exactly. Like, to answer your question, because your strength score is 20 now, correct?
Yeah.
Your carrying capacities for light, medium, and heavy, in that order, are 133 pounds or less, 134 to 266 pounds, or 267 to 400 pounds. Really, the only thing that's going to come into play
400 pounds
is that Tib'resh loses his monk's abilities when he is carrying anything heavier than a lighter load. So if Tib'resh is ever fireman carrying somebody that's larger than a halfling, usually, he's probably going to be losing his monk abilities. That's the only time it's But basically, as long as you aren't doing anything ridiculous, like I'm carrying these 15 crates and 2 suits of full plate armor on my back, I'm not usually going to care about it.
Okay, cool. On the way to wherever we're going, I want to try to get a change of clothes because mine are kind of torn to shit by now, I'm sure. I want tearaway clothing. It's a thing.
Oh, I know. One of the most famous buildings in this place, in this town, in the city, is a goddamn theater.
So I want to get like 2 pair of tearaway clothing.
You would probably be able to find those in Red Roof Market, but that's in the opposite direction of where. Well, to be fair,
I'll do it another day.
Well, here's the thing: you guys are going to Lady Dokur's School for Girls, which is literally around the corner of the park in front of the coffee house.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Drinking this fucking.
Okay, cool. So let's get on with the fun, y'all.
Okay. So are you guys heading to the school now?
Yeah.
All right.
We've rested. I've got all my spells back.
Tib'resh didn't officially say he wanted to go. He stretches his brand new monastic wraps like some suspenders and is like, all right, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, also, wait, no, stop. This is a new day. Can I not try those other spells?
If you want to, yes.
Yeah, it's just my spellcraft check.
All right, let me pull them open, and I'll see what's what. Okay, so.
All right, guys, this is for the best of everyone.
No, it's fine. We hear whizzes and bangs coming from the bathroom in the morning.
I mean, they're like reading my spellbook, and you just see explosions and light under the door. 20.
20. 20 is not good enough for misdirection.
What? Okay, I'll try.
The DC is 20 plus the level of the spell.
Yeah, I know. 20 plus. Oh, come on!
Unfortunately, misdirection and air bubble are still eluding you and understanding.
I've got one more try. You're fucking kidding me right now. All right, never mind. I emerged from the bathroom covered in soot.
Apparently, trying to prepare your spells and study new ones at the same time just isn't vibing with you.
The dice give it,
white.
and the dice take it away.
That's what I'm saying.
As he's
man.
doing this, I want to be trying to take patches out of the various garments we have found in our adventures so far. How many
Sugtok in the
patch
amazing
squares do you
Technicolor
think
dream
I
code.
could get?
You found a
Dream kilt.
you found enough clothing
This guy
and clothing and pieces of like light leatherish armor that you could theoretically make maybe a knee-length cloak out of patches that are about the size that you indicated.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
That'll
I'm
take
trying
all
to.
day.
You might be doubling up on some things from the same outfit, just in different
I'm
parts of the cloak.
starting up on putting together a patchwork cloak.
Are you gonna turn
Just
into
as Flickie's doing his thing, that's what I'm starting up on.
Are you gonna turn into fucking Tom from the Wheel of Time?
Give it time.
Okay.
I walk out of the bathroom covered in soot, and like Ace Ventura, I'm just like, do not go in there.
Woo!
Woo!
While everyone's doing their morning shits and whatnot, Tib'resh scribbles down something. It looks terrible. He was trying to emulate the elven handwriting he saw earlier. He shamefully puts away the napkin he was scribbling on.
You can just ask me, Tib'resh.
He's practicing his calligraphy, and it's just not happening.
He can calligraphy these nuts.
Anyway, so you move on out to the school after Flickie tries and fails to understand scrolls again. And when
Oh, sorry.
okay.
Ooh, excuse me.
And when you get there, Lady Miolari is standing there on the front porch of the school, dressed in her usual like purple skirt and robes and whatnot out front, with her blazing red hair reaching halfway down her back like usual. And she just sees you all approaching, and she kind of inclines her head when she sees Flickie to acknowledge him.
I nod back.
And when you get there, she starts speaking in Elven again, so Sugtok might be a little out of this conversation.
I take point even though Tib'resh understands.
Okay.
I'm gonna...
Well, she's specifically addressing you anyway because you were the one she
Okay.
invited.
Okay.
She says, "What's that? What was that for, Garrett? You're muted."
Bluff to pretend I'm understanding what's going on.
Okay.
He's in the back, like, just nodding his head he's like, yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
I know some of these words.
I lean in and whisper into her ear in Elven. I'm just like, hey,
Again. When you get too close to her and whatnot, the dagger appears in her hand and goes under your throat again. She's like, personal space.
I back up a little bit, and then just quiet enough, I go, hey.
You back up as far as she pushes you away with a dagger blade.
That's fair. And then I go, all right, my friend in the back, he's trying. All right, he's trying. But what's up?
She just kind of rolls her eyes. It's like, I'm very happy that you're very prompt with your arrival. Although, to be fair, you didn't have far to go, it seems.
I did not.
But I wanted to let you know before I officially closed up the school for a while that I did, in fact, keep our promise, and I did find the item your mother left for you.
No way! Happy tears well up in my eyes.
Yes. We apparently it got moved up into the attic, and someone failed to note it properly on the correct ledger. And she turns around and pulls out this a long package, a long narrow package.
Just mute him.
Oh, it's my bad.
She pulls out a long narrow package, about maybe 5.5 feet long.
The rest of us are paying attention.
Yeah, I know, but it's kind of important for him to know this. And she hands it to you, Flickie, and says, "Yes, apparently your mother wanted you to have this at some point. It was tradition back in Keonan back in the days."
I grab the package and I look at her and say, My mother wanted me to have this 5-foot-long, narrow package?
Yes, she did.
I immediately tear off the paper, or whatever's wrapping it.
And what you see is... It's very obviously used. There are scuff marks on it, but also clearly recently polished. A slightly longer than 5-foot silver staff with an amethyst at the top, about maybe the size of your thumb down to the first joint, held in with the little 3 prongs to it.
So a big ass fucking amethyst.
Yeah.
Like this big, like a single, like
big
single,
yeah, like from the tip of your thumb to your first joint, just that. Held in with like the 3 like thing on top of the staff. It's a long silver staff, and it's got the occasional little bit of spiral like work going up it. And she says, "It's tradition back in Keonan. That's when elven practitioners of the arcane arts graduated from their student life to becoming true apprentices, that they would be given this. And your mother apparently wanted you to have this, but it got lost until just now. I hope you enjoy it.
Okay.
And use it in her memory."
Sorry, continue.
Yeah, and use it in her memory.
I will. I pick up the staff and I get one of those. Imagine like a long pan shot where like a sexy saxophone is playing the whole way up. I look from like the bottom. Yeah. I get to the top. It's like, I'm never gonna dance, and then it's like I hit the top and the song just stops. But so I look at this sexy you said it's made of silver.
Yeah, it's made of silver. It's about
so I could technically hit a werewolf in the head to
yeah,
help out.
Yes, you could use it as a quarterstaff.
But what I'm gonna do before anybody starts talking is, since I'm holding the staff already, I'm gonna see what does it do? Like, can I detect its magic? Like,
if you wait, she'll explain it.
Okay, never mind. I hold the staff and I look at her with big glowing anime eyes.
Okay. It's the Staff of Minor Arcana. It's usually one of the... Hold on a second. Okay, it's gone. I just got that little flash of connection to the server interrupted. So, anyway, can you all still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. It's a Staff of Minor Arcana. It's usually one of the first staffs that an apprentice wizard would ever find themselves in possession of. And then she goes into explaining it, but I'm going to step out of character to explain it. The way that a staff works is that a staff has 10 charges, and contained within the staff are a certain amount of spells, and casting any of those spells uses a certain number of charges from the staff.
So you can it's like loading a gun that you can just keep on you.
Pretty much, and let me get further back into that. The Staff of Minor Arcana contains Shield and Magic Missile. Shield for 1 charge and Magic Missile for 2. But a staff has a minimum caster level of 8. So you cast those 2. Most magic items have a caster level that whatever spell is within them functions at. A staff always has a minimum of 8, but staves are unique in the fact that they use either their caster level or the caster level of their user, whichever is higher. So once you hit level 9, the staff will act at caster level 9 instead.
Okay, but can it be refilled?
Yes, and staves are also unique in this function. A staff has 10 charges maximum, and let's say you've used Magic Missile twice and Shield once, so you've used 5 charges.
Mm-hmm. You said those are level 1 Magic Missiles?
No, they're
level 8.
No, they're
caster
level 8.
Oh,
so that's 8d4 plus 8 total damage of force damage when he magic missiles from the staff.
No, because a magic missile is like once every other level at odds. So caster
and
level,
it only goes up to 5.
Yeah, caster level.
When you cast 2nd level or higher, spell creates 1 more dart for each slot level above first.
No, that's 5th edition.
I searched Pathfinder. I didn't.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, but at caster level 8, that still generates 4 magic missiles.
So long story short, she just gave me a goddamn shotgun. Yeah, what she just gave.
Pretty much, but let me get further on explaining how the refill works. Now, fortunately, Shield and Magic Missile are both 1st level spells, but for the sake of an example. Let's say a staff had Shield and Fireball, which is a 3rd level spell. So long as the spells within the staff are on your class's spell list, and you are capable of casting spells of the highest level spell in the staff, you would have
if I was capable to cast Fireball with a Fireball staff.
You would have to use when you prepare your spells for the day, you would have to sacrifice 1 spell slot equal to the highest level spell in the staff, and the staff would regain 1 charge. You can only do it for 1 staff a day and only once per day.
So to recharge my silver staff, I would have to sacrifice
a first level
5 level.
You would have to sacrifice a 1st level spell slot, because Shield and Magic Missile are both 1st level spells.
Okay.
And the staff would regain 1 charge. And you can only do it
per slot.
You can only do it once per day, and you can only refill.
Oh, so I can only recharge 1 thing a day on the staff.
1 charge per day and only 1 staff per day.
So the staff is it's useful, but
it's useful, but you got to have some downtime to reload.
That's
your
in a pinch type shit.
It's basically a giant spell battery.
I'm gonna have it on me, but I'm not gonna use it.
Well, to be fair, it's also a quarterstaff, which means you'd be holding it for your Hand of the Apprentice thing too.
Oh my god! So I can fucking go and fucking swing my silver staff at a fucking werewolf.
To be fair, it's silver for the sake of construction. It would.
Yeah, fuck you! You just said it's silver.
Yeah,
you can't take that from me.
True. Yeah, but a quarterstaff is 1d6 damage instead of your sword's 1d8.
I wouldn't be doing that, but conceivably I could because it's a quarterstaff.
Yeah, conceivably
okay, cool.
Yes.
And it's silver, so it's d6 minus 1.
No, it's not alchemical silver like that.
But
that's minimum.
It could be sold for a ton or used, which I'm going to.
You can't.
If you want to get technical about it, it's got a steel core and a silver shell going around the outside for stability and stuff.
Yeah, but long story short, I accept the staff from her with big anime eyes with the big globular tear in the corner.
Yeah.
And I tell her that I would use it in any way that would make my mother proud.
All right, now, as a reminder, it's caster level 8, so you could use it to cast Shield to last for 8 hours for 1 charge, or spend 2 charges to launch a level 8 magic missile.
Which is minimum 8 force damage, maximum 20. That's fucking nasty.
Non-missing.
Minimum 8 guaranteed damage up to 20 damage.
I looked up some shit real quick, and that staff is gonna fucking do some buku ass damage.
As a reminder, it's called Staff of Minor Arcana, if that helps.
Did I get any of this? Did they tell me any of this, or am I just smiling and nodding at the pretty staff?
They're still going in Elven and whatnot, but you see that he's being handed what looks like a simple wizard staff. But once she finishes with the explanation and she's like, okay, and you say that you're going to use it in honor of your mother. She's like, and I believe that's all that she would have asked.
I just got the Nimbus 2000, and Sugtok doesn't even understand.
Sort of, yeah. But she goes, and with that, my last business out here for a while is finished. I need to go inside and batten down the hatches, as the ship captains say.
Let me think. What's her name? This is the headmistress, correct?
Yeah, Lady Dokur.
Yeah. Oh, Mialari?
Correct.
Not the headmistress. Okay.
Well, she's the headmistress of this school.
Oh, my bad. I was thinking of a different.
Yeah, you got it.
I thank her. I say, Lady Mialari. I'm not sure I can ever make up for this ever. I know I bugged the hell out of you, but you and my parents were always good friends, and nothing I can ever do could make up for the gift you've given me today.
I only pray that you use it as any noble elf would.
I go, sure.
Yeah. And then she kind of waves her hand in your general direction gently for a second and just kind of stares at you.
Straight charisma trying to grab and kiss it again.
What?
That's straight charisma trying to grab and kiss it.
Okay.
We're right in the middle. I mean,
miserably.
Yeah,
we were saying ta-ta, so I was trying to kiss her off.
Yeah. No, she waves and whatnot, and as she's doing this, she sees you coming, and suddenly she's just Not there anymore. She's just like 5 feet to the left. Like, you like blink and she has moved.
Tib'resh,
and I mean like all of you. It's like she was just there and then she 5 feet to the left.
Am I the only one that goes, her classic trick?
Well, as far as if you want to, go ahead, but this is the first time you've seen this.
Oh. I say, I've heard tales of her teleportation magic.
Tib'resh is going to clumsily in Elven ask why she feels the need to batten down the hatches. What is she worried is coming?
Even though he just learned the language, he's allowed to speak it fluently, right?
He's been studying. That's how it works.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm just checking.
And she says, My main priority is to protect my girls, and Barzillai Thrune and his rule of the city is offensive to me, and I am seeking to protect them from that.
Fair enough. Let us know if we can help you prepare in any way.
I know how to reach you. And also, Flickie, when she was doing that little hand wave thing at you, you recognize it as what she was doing the last time you met, when she was casting detect magic at your general direction. And then she kind of squints her eyes, looks at you, and says, "Interesting." And then she turns around. And she turns around and goes inside.
I holler at her to wait.
She does not. The door closes.
I throw a rock at her head. No, I don't. I don't do
She's already
that
inside.
That one's probably on me,
Okay.
Flickie.
Damn it, Luke. That was the most railroady goddamn thing I've ever seen you do. I love that. She does not. I love that. You were like, I've got plans, bitch. Let's go.
Bitch, I do have plans.
Hey, man, I'm here for it. Okay,
Speaking
I'm standing there with my hand outstretched. She closes the door. What happens next?
You just stand there with your hand outstretched, and you hear a small little click of the lock on the inside.
Okay, Jesus Christ. I do the anime thing where I go all white and you see the purple fucking squiggly lines of defeat over my head.
It's like Alphonse, don't worry, brother, I've got your soul.
I was literally thinking Full Metal, yeah.
As soon as he has the anime moment, I'm done staring at where she was trying to kiss the air, and the exact same thing happens.
And then Tib'resh is just looking at... Tib'resh is just busy looking at these two...
Garrett is our Sanji.
Tib'resh is just looking at these two rejected guys just kind of standing on the front porch of a girls' academy.
He's
just laughing at the inherent comedy of what's happening. Just situational.
Fools, you got yourself too invested. Tib'resh curses himself for learning an entire language to impress one woman.
I clap him on the back and go, "Hey man, taking back Sunday," and I just keep walking.
As you guys are walking, there's the familiar piercing sound of a town crier's voice.
What is it?
The time is very late.
It's like...
Exactly, Fable. The time is very late.
No, again, it's only a couple minutes after 10 in the morning, because that's when you had to meet up. But the town crier is like, "Hear ye, hear ye! By order of the Lord Mayor, the Bleak Bridge toll has been increased. The toll to cross Bleak Bridge is now 5 silver pieces."
What the fuck? I pick up a stranger's drink, slam some of it, and spit it out in a huff.
The stranger picks up the empty drink and throws it at the town crier. "That's bullshit," he says.
And I go,
"What the fuck is this about?"
And he sees it. He's like, the price has been owed you. He just kind of hubs away. "The price to cross the Bleak Bridge at toll has been increased 5 silver pieces."
That guy is going to have a very bad day.
Damn, 5 silver pieces is like
don't expect
half
to see the guy in town tomorrow.
That's like half a week's wages.
Yeah.
How is anyone supposed to get out of this part of town? I mean, we can afford it, obviously, by all the crazy misadventures we've been on. I think on them fondly. But, we need to... I mean, this is unfair. The city's been cut off. Essentially, anyone who isn't making enough money, which is a good portion of the city at this point.
Yeah, this city's been circumcised from the world's economy.
Do you think an event in recent time may have prompted this change? Gents?
We have been all over the place causing mayhem.
I don't think it's our fault. This would have happened. What do you think, Icar? Oh, he's not here. Fuck.
Correct, he's at home. Which, by the way, you also hear the town criers going through the greens with the same proclamation. I shouldn't use that word because that's already used for other announcements with the same decree.
Because proclamations are what Barzillai Thrune
this
did,
isn't
right?
Correct.
This is just a note. Now it's roughly 15 times more expensive to cross the bridge.
Because it was like what, 5 copper? Before?
Three copper.
Yeah, three
Now
copper.
it's 5 silver.
Yeah, it's a substantial price hike.
Yeah, 4 gold and 4 silver and 7 coppers hike. How many people are at the bridges? Is it one on each side, or?
Usually there's 2 Dotari on either side of the bridge taking tolls.
4 guards total, but if you were to attack 2 on one end, the other end wouldn't hear it? Or how long is this bridge?
Let me put it this way. You see how the bridge has the little supports and whatnot? Those aren't just supports, those are also guard towers.
Oh, those are turrets.
Yeah,
Okay,
those are turrets.
I got you.
Yeah. So there's the 2 guys physically on each end of the bridge, but it's not like the bridge itself doesn't have more in the guard turrets.
Okay, I got you.
Okay. I was trying to figure out if I could just lullaby them every time I want to walk by. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
I will also remind you guys, now that we are into the next adventure, the rumor mill has been refreshed with new things if you guys want to ask around town for what's going on.
Well, looks like it's time for me and Tim to go fail some checks.
I'm just letting you know.
Whereabouts are we now? We're somewhere down
You guys were...
House of Golden Vales?
No, you guys were just out in front of the Lady Dokers, and you're basically by the park, and where Flickie grabbed the drink from a random park bench sitter.
Okay, so we're Aria Park.
No, not Aria Park. The park right in front of the coffee house in Villiger.
Who am I there with?
Everybody that's not Icar.
Okay.
Well, shit. Should we split up and try 3 separate rumor mills? I think we should, because we don't have Icar, and he's our strongest point, so we might as well just all try our own luck.
I'll go listen out by the war cage.
I'm gonna try and find out if there's if anyone has figured out a way around, if there's a way to get through.
What park are we at?
The Villiger Park. It's the one in the top left corner of the city, right in front of the coffee house.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the wharfs then.
Yeah, I'd like to make my way back to the hideout to talk with, it's Alistair, right? About...
Alistair?
No, what's his fucking name? I can't remember. Rexus.
Rexus.
I'm on a Dragon Age brain.
Okay, yeah.
It's like, so...
I don't recall introducing Alistair Crowley into this game.
I want to talk to Rexus and see if the notes from any of the archivists made any mention of Shensen, or if he knew if one of them was a worshipper of Sarenrae, so I can try to thumb through that book for Shensen information.
When you go talk to Rexus, he is in his own little bunk and whatnot. His eyes are still somewhat puffy and red as he's reading his parents' soul tomes. He's not. He's only reading those 2. The other 10 are still sitting out there. But he's like, so far, no. It appears that all of the members of the Order were worshippers of Irori.
Okay. Well, how are you holding up?
His mouth opens several times to try to talk, and then he says, he's going to pay.
I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder and lean in a bit and say, yeah. Yeah, he is. I'll see to it.
That man and all who follow him are going to pay for this.
That sounds sketch.
Damn right.
And with your hand on his shoulder, you kind of feel him start to shudder with anger and rage.
I'm gonna pull back, and I'm gonna offer my arm out in that 300 handshake style where they grab the
Like the
forearms.
arm clap.
The arm clasp.
Yeah.
Grab him by the bicep and say, "You want me to bash a few heads for you while I'm out today?"
Perhaps not today. If your actions yesterday might have them on high alert. But
Will you let me know when?
Just make sure you bash them in hard.
The last few didn't come out of it skulls intact.
Good.
Then after that I'll make my way down to the war cage. I'm trying to listen out for some shit about Shinsen if I can.
All right, all right, everybody listening for rumors. That's a diplomacy check to gather information.
Yes, Luke, I want to make a specific note. I'm going to go down to the bridge and see what's going on over there. I also really want to look. I don't know. What is this distance across this bridge?
Hold on a second.
200 feet or so?
It's
14.
Let me look, because that's.
Hey, I got a 21.
I would say close. I would say close to a 600-foot span, maybe.
Damn. Okay.
All right, Dillon, you got
Hey,
a
21.
Okay, and which one of these is Sugtok's? The 14.
Yeah.
Got a 21 as well.
Hey! 21.
All right. And
D4 for time.
yes, everyone roll a D4 for how long it takes you to gather rumors.
Wonderful. 4 hours to get
Where's my
14 worth of rumors.
There you are. Give me a 1.
Oh, here's the thing. Since you're asking for rumors about Shinsen and nobody's heard anything, so
well, I rolled a 4.
Sense.
Okay.
Did I get anything? I rolled a 4.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Oh, sorry.
Tib'resh, here's the following. They say Thrune's been using the holding house as a temporary jail, but there's more to it than that, I think. I hear they've got some sort of fiend in there, too. Something that's been working to take intelligence and more from the prisoners.
What was the name of this place? I'm so sorry. I don't know this yet. Never mind.
The holding house.
No, I had Tib'resh hasn't told me yet. I can't write it down.
I know, but for the sake of his own notes, just making sure Tim got that.
Holding house. Okay.
Holding house.
Yes, and Flickie hears as soon as he's finished writing.
It was holding house. What was the
I got it. I got it written down. There might be a fiend in some-
Might be a what?
The
Fiend.
Yeah, Thrune's been using the holding house as a temporary jail, but this guy thinks there's more to it than that.
Temp jail. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Continue.
He,
Sorry.
Yeah, he hears that they've got some sort of fiend in there pulling intelligence extraction duty.
You're good. I'm writing minimalist because I want to continue.
All right, and you hear that the Church of Asmodeus might be the official religion, but as sure as my father's a bastard, there's more devil cults operating in the shadows in Kintargo. I hear that their leaders walk among us pretending to be regular folks like you and me.
More devil cults in Kintargo. All right. And that's the Church of Asmodeus as a front, is what you're
No,
telling me.
he says the church might be the official religion, but I bet there's other cults in the shadows.
Okay, got that. Thank you.
And Sugtok does not hear anything of import because he's asking after Shinsen and nobody's heard anything still.
Damn.
Luke, in this area, since I am trying to find, I really want to find ways to not deal with the bridge if the toll is going to be that high, and maybe figuring out a way to help other people with it too. I'm going to look for any exits of sewers on this side, since obviously I probably can't see right across the bay to see if there are sewer exits over here. But I want to see if there are sewer exits on this side.
Roll me out diplomacy to gather information again.
Diplomacy.
The X's over here are entrance and exits to the sewer.
Yes.
Are they ones we are able to get into?
Yeah, they're like the big kind of sewer grate, but they're connected to the sewer system that you've mapped at the moment.
16.
Over here, you don't see any kind of sewer exit on this side of the bridge.
Would open, close, open, or close the sewer grates?
No, that's basically like
Doors.
Like open a door or a window from a like you use the force to open or close a door or a window, but not if it's locked.
Yeah, door, chest, box, window, bag, pouch, bottle, barrel, or other container.
Dude, I was crossing out stuff on my
Resisted
notes
fails.
list, and I got to Milo, the kebab guy, and I was like, nah, he doesn't get crossed out. And then I kept going.
Can I keep an eye out for anybody particularly unruly over here, or who may be someone who might be suggesting other ways of travel, some shady character? Can I keep a lookout?
Yes, you may. Roll me a d4 for how long you decide to, or how long do you want to look out for?
Well, my rumor milling only took an hour, so the other guys both took 4.
Hey,
I
if
don't
he's
know
going
that
on a lookout,
necessarily.
can I send Tim with him?
If you want.
I would-
I send Tim with Tib'resh.
I would like to spend 2 hours looking out for suspicious characters or characters being unruly about the raised toll.
Okay.
And what did you say I had to roll for that? Sorry.
I was gonna say a d4 for how long you want to, but if you're just gonna stay there and look, you don't need to because you told me how long it was gonna be.
Oh yeah, deciding on 2. Yeah.
All right, and I've marked the position of the holding house for the rumor you just heard. It's in Old Kintargo.
Okay.
But you don't see anything unruly of the kind that you specifically said you were looking for. You do see some people are trying to cross the bridge being turned away because they didn't bring enough for the toll. Some just say they have to go home and get more, and some are just kind of dejectedly, it's like, I guess I'm not going to the market today, or I guess I'm not going to, Aria Park today, or...
Fair. Okay. I almost want Tib'resh to loudly say, "I sure wish there was a way around this bridge," but I don't want to get in trouble right now. All right. Yeah, that's it then.
Okay.
I'll go back and meet up with other people and.
All right. So yeah. All right. So hold on a second. So it took Sugtok 4 hours to not get anything. It took Flickie 4 hours to get his rumor, and you 1 hour to get your rumor, and then a couple of hours watching the bridge.
Yeah.
So everybody should coalesce and meet up around 2 o'clock. Icar is Roger. Is it today? One of Icar's study days.
Which day are we on? Are we still
We're
on?
still on Moon Day.
Yes,
Okay.
I am. Icar is studying.
Okay. Okay then. Does anybody have anything else specific they want to do today?
This is the same day I tried to do the spells again?
Yes.
Okay, no, I do not.
And
Tib'resh-
what were the sleight of hand rolls for? Were you just rolling the macro?
Garrett.
Garrett?
Wait, what?
Were you just testing out the macros? I'm just
For your
wondering-
sleight of hand
I'm
rolls?
just wondering what the rolls you made were.
I did not know that was a. Oh no, I double clicked on it. Sorry, I thought it was a link to sleight of hand, and then I was looking at sleight of hand stuff, which is why I wasn't listening.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah, no, you rolled sleight of hand 3 times.
Tib'resh is going to write some stuff before going to bed.
Okay.
It's terrible. Tib'resh cries into it, and the ink is all ruined.
Jesus Christ, Tib'resh, you cannot catch a break, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, such is life.
It's because he's practicing. He's not good yet. He has to keep practicing.
I'm not taking no 20 on this. I'm gonna make a 20 on it.
All right. So, as the day comes to an end, break time, because it's 8 o'clock, so 10-15 minute break. Sound good for everyone? All right. I'll see you guys back here in about 15 minutes or so.
17.
Yep, I'll see you guys in a few. But since Tib'resh is back, we're back from break, and it's the I'm gonna say it's now the next day. Which means people wake up, spells are prepared, and Flickie gets a chance to try to identify these last 2 spells again.
All right, I'm gonna try it. All right, 1 sec. Let's see. 1d20. 16 plus 14 is 30.
Okay, you successfully understand air bubble.
All right,
I got a gnat flying around.
Air bubble. All right, what's the next one?
The next one is what is it? Misdirection.
What was it? 15, 29.
You understand misdirection.
Is air bubble like Harry Potter airhead charm, or is it
All right,
like
Luke,
Mario?
what's the last one?
Misdirection was the one I said.
No, what's the last one?
That's it. Those are the 2 you
Oh,
had.
that's it. Okay, my bad.
Those are the 2 you kept fucking up on.
Sorry. All right, what's up, Tim? Or Tib'resh?
Yeah, he wanted to know what air bubble is, and I'm going to read it for him.
Oh, I could just look that up. I'm sorry.
But pretty much it is like the Harry Potter, bubble
Air-
a bubble of air around your head.
Cool.
Let you breathe underwater, walk through, poisonous fumes, things like that. The primary reason I'm still looking it up is I need to know what level it is, so I know how much it's going to cost Dillon to transcribe it. I believe air bubble's a first level. Yeah, air bubble's a first level spell, so that's another 10 gold.
Nice. Damn.
And misdirection is a second level spell, so that's going to be another 40 gold.
Oh wait, and I can do all this today, right?
Yeah, it'll cost you 3 hours to transcribe both of them, but again, that's what you're up to.
Oh, but this is if I were to transcribe all the spells, it would take forever.
If you were to transcribe all the spells that you need, it would take about 8 hours of time at this point.
Yeah, I'll deal with this later.
Evis, since I'm planning on skipping a couple of days at a time to give you some downtime to do such a thing, you can just say you do it on one of those days, but you won't be able to scribe any scrolls that day.
That's fine.
I was going to use the last 4 hours of my day to scribe up 2 scrolls of blistering invective.
Yeah, aka the face melter.
Yeah. The fuck you, with such strength that you melt.
All right, but this is a day that Icar shows up with you guys if he wants to.
Yes, Icar will come to the coffee house.
That's what I'm
And
not
he'll buy one of those divine croissants.
They're fresh out of the oven.
Can all of us be sitting at a table holding a cup of coffee and then look upwards simultaneously to Icar as he comes in?
So, buddy.
He has some splaining to do.
Yeah, like straight up. You got some splaining to do. Like straight up.
He kind of chokes a little bit on the croissant.
Does he?
Can I help you guys?
I look at him with a knowing smile, and I'm like, come on, bud.
I'm sure you can.
Once we finish our coffee, let's go downstairs and just have a quick talk.
I remind you guys that you had.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed, Icar.
You guys had a talk with Icar after his.
Yeah,
thing.
but he was half dead.
Okay.
We didn't have a whole lot of understanding of reasoning or his.
When he's Icar, he's Icar. When he's not, he's not.
And also, technically, Dillon was kind of playing by phone at that point, so okay.
Yeah, that was a huge goddamn bummer.
But did y'all hear anything when you were out gathering rumors about the town?
Oh right, you guys. I heard something. There's a, the holding house. Well, not everybody knows the holding house.
It's a couple blocks away from your place, by the way.
Yeah, it's not too far from my place. This guy was saying that it's been used as a makeshift jail, which we know the Thrune have been doing for a while. But they're talking about there's rumors that there's a fiend inside. And they're extracting intelligence from people that they hold there at the jailhouse for God knows what reason. So might as well swing by there. We could always crash at my place if we're scoping it out.
I'm always on board for slumbering at Tibresh's place.
I feel like reason for the Thrune to extract information is information we want.
That's what I'm saying, not to mention anyone who's being kept there, especially if they're being used to extract information, could be a form of political prisoner, therefore useful to our cause.
Hell yeah. Do
I'm
you
here for it.
do you mind if I tell Rexus? I just think he'd like to know.
Well, there's a few other rumors that I'm sure someone else heard about, right?
Yes, I
this is
furiously
good news.
whip out my notepad and I'm like flicking through pages with my thumb.
I spent 4 hours. I didn't hear shit. No one
I heard
knows
about the
this.
Church of Asmodeus may have more devil cults in Kintargo. And I'm talking like real serious fucked up shit.
These two may be connected. If the Thrune is holding the Fiend, and there's devil cults, they may be working together.
Exactly.
Why would these cultists? Okay, there are.
You
more...
were there. I hit her with a scorching ray and she sucked it into her fucking
Right,
hand. I
right.
believe she's working with the devil.
There are a lot of diabolists
Yeah.
here in Kintargo. You know, Cheliax is a nation that worships demons, or not demons, but devils. There are a lot of devils, a lot of devil worshippers. I mean, yes, they might be connected, but they also might not be connected.
Just because they are working, they're working towards similar. They may not be working for the same demons, but all demons are
Devils.
after fundamentally the same things.
What, truth and justice?
Absolutely not, bud. My sweet summer child.
This isn't my world anymore.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you all got on well without me. I feel a lot better after a nice day of accounting school. It was awful.
And what of your wounds?
Oh, they're fine. Well, I'm not sure if the scar will completely heal, but I'm hoping with some ministrations that it'll be fine.
You guys, we need to go downstairs.
I figured we had already.
Are we already downstairs?
I assumed you guys were having all of
For
this.
private
Fantastic. Show us now, Icar. I gotta see it. Show us the battle
Oh
scar.
yeah, we're all like, come on,
do it.
come
You gotta
on,
do
come
it.
on,
You
come
gotta
on,
do it.
show us the scar, come on, come on! Like we're just like we're shoving
it
him
look
around
like?
like you butt fucking son of a
Really? It's-
bitch!
Pretty much, he's got
just-
a cut going across like diagonally, almost all the way from like his hip, almost all the way to his shoulder.
Like the Zorro chest wound from when he took the big.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Sword
whoa,
blow?
whoa, 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 whoa! Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Me and Jeff are watching One Piece, and we're at like episode 500, so I was about to be like, stop!
Oh, you should have. It's Zorro gets a big scar across his chest when he takes
No,
a
I
big
know.
blade.
You just said Zorro, and I was like,
Spoiler
shut the
free.
fuck up! It's like, no.
But yeah, basically a big diagonal cut across his chest.
That's hot.
That is magnificent. my friend.
Impressive.
Let's see if we can keep you from getting any more in the future, though.
Yes, that would be nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
prefer-
I'm in the
I
background
prefer
like,
not
yeah,
to
you
have
got
anyone.
smoked!
And I want to try to get up to him and give his scar a little tickle.
Well, you're,
It's not. It's just normal. Like it's not ticklish.
It's not to tickle you. It's just to give it a little. It's so good, man.
Tikaru.
well, then roll an attack against his touch AC, I guess. just strength and Bab, but yeah.
This is my 15 tickle to hit.
What's your touch AC?
That I believe that beats my touch AC. Yes.
Well, okay, well you poke his scar and
Tickle.
it's still a little tender, but not like distractingly so.
Are you good? Are you gonna be
Yeah.
fine?
It has that lovely smooth quality of fresh scar tissue.
Gross.
A soft
Well,
slap and like, let's
I
go
just-
bust some skulls.
I would just like to thank whichever one of you sent me the nice little wooden raven. It was a nice touch, but it would have been better if you had put your name on it, so I knew who it came from.
I tell him it was from me just because.
Wait,
Well, that
no.
was very nice of you.
Thank
I'm
you.
pretty sure
I'm glad.
Flickie has no idea who sent
Nope. I sent it.
What was it about, Flickie?
I don't know. Ask him. I already sent it.
that.
No, I would love to hear about this caring and genuine letter that Icar has thanked you about.
Yeah, me too. Icar, read it out loud.
No, it's not a letter.
It's a raven's head, you fat bitch. Haha! I knew
It's
you
just
didn't
a,
know
it's
what
just
it
a
was,
wooden.
Shattersong.
It's just a wooden carving of a. Okay, Flickie.
Either way,
It's a wooden carving.
Flickie, did you-
it's a
normally
whole
I'm
raven.
absolutely the guy to contribute to shenanigans, but let's keep going.
Yeah, it's not a raven's head. It's just like
Not
a
a-
whole like life-size raven carved out of wood with the word "Fitz" carved across.
Well,
the
It's just this Fitz carved in his fucking head.
no,
Okay.
across like the breast of the bird.
This is a little weird, knowing that none of you sent it. I guess I'm gonna have to figure out who it was.
Icar's new B plot.
Fitz, could that possibly... That's not a name or anything? Does anyone recognize this handiwork? Does anyone know anyone...
I didn't bring it
Woodworking?
with me. It's still in
Oh,
my house. I just
with-
wanted to thank you.
Given
guys.
the description, that wasn't from any of
Yeah.
us, in spite of what Flickie might have said. It's,
Well, I just assumed it was because of the Fitz.
There was a
Flickie-
gang.
There was a name, Flickie, Icar, Tib'resh, Sugtok. Like, it has our initials. I assumed it was one of you who sent it.
Huh. That's probably
This is upsetting.
not good.
I might have a tantrum.
Well, no, calm down. Just take your.
Oh, I'm not here to cause a tantrum. Calm down, Sugtok.
Sun's getting real low, big guy.
There's this
Shut
is
the fuck
super,
up, Luke.
this is super weird that someone knows all of our names, carved it into the symbol of
Well,
our
no,
order.
I figure if none of you did it, it has to be someone we met before. I don't think it was Hedemon. Maybe it's someone that we've already helped.
Hell yeah.
That would
Let's
make
give
the
it
most
the Vinno
sense.
fact. It can be our mascot.
It's not his. It's my thing. It's not his thing.
But
It's
you
my
love it.
fucking
You
thing.
can't just give. You can't just give away my items.
It's for the Ravens.
He didn't bring it here. It's not important. What we need to know is who might have sent it.
Well, we can look into that later. Do we know? You said you said you guys have heard some rumors. Do we want to maybe try to fish for a little bit?
Yeah.
For a few more rumors.
I motion
Yeah,
to
you-
Tib'resh and I say rock, paper, scissors for whose one we follow first.
Tib'resh is going to not want to leave this up to chance.
No, I was going to say roll a d6 and your odds, I'm evens.
I want to bust skulls in the jail. Because I feel like the demon presence in the city.
Well, looks like we're busting shit in the fucking temp jail because Tib'resh won.
Yeah, mind you, we all have to pay an expensive fee to get across. Hope everyone has their money.
I look at Tib'resh and go, my wallet.
3 copper pieces is not that expensive.
It's 5 silver pieces.
Haven't you heard?
It's what?
Yeah, it's just been changed.
Yeah, that's right. You were fucking in your house all day, man. Shit got jacked up.
5 silver? Oh man.
Yeah, no, they fucking fucked us, man.
Any
Well,
chance?
that's not too bad.
Any
I
chance?
can
You
probably
rich cuck.
still make that.
Do we know anyone?
I'd like to point out that you are all also fairly rich after this past encounter.
Oh, that's fair. I did get 500 gold.
We don't have to worry about
I
it.
got this treasure map that took me to a box sitting in the pantry that had 50 platinum pieces. I'm assuming they're mine.
You're welcome.
I'm frustrated for the
Hey,
people.
Garrett, Sugtok drew him a fake map. Just like a little, crayon,
It's a terribly drawn treasure map to a box that said Icar stuff do not touch.
Hey,
Like shoved in a pantry.
Luke, real quick.
It's like a shoebox.
Is there anybody in the bay, in the harbor area, that might be able to take us from here in a small boat to here for less? Or is anybody else attempting to do something?
Roll me diplomacy.
Let's find out.
Well, while you guys are checking out, like I said, I'd like to maybe spend
I have
a
no
little bit.
fucking clue.
I'd like to try to gather some information on my own, if that's okay. And I'd
Well,
also
now we know what you do, it's like, fuck yeah, go do your thing, dog.
If
Okay.
well, if we're trying to
well,
go,
I'll see you
across-
guys later.
Oh, okay.
Where's the
I'll
jail?
just pay the bridge toll. It's not that much.
It's in Old Kintargo on the southern side of the
It's
city.
a little inconvenient, but you know.
I'm
I'm
just
assuming
saying we
this
can still
money.
keep an ear out on our way to the bridge anyway and collect rumors that way.
That's
Okay,
true.
the holding house is right by Tib'resh's home.
And yeah, I probably have some straightening to do. Tib'resh's house literally is just basically a tatami mat and like one chair.
So,
Oh!
I guess I'm taking the 33 on that one.
Jesus.
Yeah, damn.
Okay. Roll me a d4.
Nice.
Well, it takes you 4 hours.
We take the long way.
But that makes sense. He got a shitload of info.
I gotta shake.
Really
I
good info.
gotta shake hands, say hello. You know,
Kiss babies.
I got the baby stamp right here. Stamp.
Cusco. What's his name?
What's his name?
Cusco.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. Right there with you.
Lord. That fucking movie. Alright, but you hear, there's been more kids going missing. I hear the latest is a pair of twins from the Eudemus tenement. The two just vanished into thin air, it seems.
Vanished into thin air. Wait, who's talking to him? I'm sorry.
It's the rumor he picked up.
You said there's kids going missing?
Yeah, been more kids going missing. The latest is a pair of twins from the Eudemus tenement.
Eudemus tenement, skemmina flemina, skemmina flemina. Sorry.
Do we know where the Eudemus tenement is?
Yes, we do, and I will mark it on the map.
It's on the 8 Mile.
Could I roll knowledge local to see if I know anything about it?
Yeah, sure. Which one is it? The Eudemus tenement is one of the older apartment buildings in the city. It's in Old Kintargo.
Okay.
Excuse me a second. Excuse me a second while I double check how to spell this. Yep, I wasn't on the right thing. There we go.
Oh God, Tib'resh, you got some bad shit happening.
What?
Tib'resh is in a rough neighborhood.
It's Old Kintargo. That's
Christ.
where all the
It's
You got a
old
prison house
Kintargo.
up the road one way, missing kids up the street from on the other.
I gotta ask Tib'resh, you're not paying very much in rent, are you?
No, I mean,
Did the balance call you to that spot specifically?
no, that's not really how the balance works.
That's not how the Force works.
Your fist magic? I just know it's cool.
It's magic now.
All I know is that it was affordable on my meager salary. I don't get a lot of money to live out and about from my monastery. Not important.
Where is your monastery? Where is your home monastery? Where are you from?
It's
How far away?
Okay.
How far away from Cheliax do you want to be, or do you want to be from in Cheliax?
well, the idea was that it was supposed to be nomadic. It's not necessarily a monastery.
Oh,
It's-
right. Well, where did you start? Where was the monastery that sent
Where did
you out?
you?
Your
Where was your first gypsy caravan?
If you were nomadic, I would say your monastery probably came from Varizia, which is far to the north.
Varizia, ways out.
Which is far
Oh.
to the north.
Do you speak Varisian?
He does not.
We just started grilling the shit out of him. I was like, whoa, dude.
I spent most of my time in the north. I only speak common and pig. But I only speak pig
I
3
only
times a
speak
day.
common and pig. That's
Look,
amazing.
I did grow up here in town, in the slums. I was, I'd rather not talk about it right now. I was an ass. I was a real ass when I was a kid. Anyway, I met one of the monks in town, and they took me up north for my training. We'll discuss it another time. Tib'resh is clearly embarrassed. This is not something he talks about very often. So yeah, but this is where I live. It's cheap and it's functional, and I spend most of my time at the coffee house with you guys anyway.
Well, perfect.
Well, seeing as there's a lot of things to accomplish in such proximity to your house, perhaps I could bunk up with you for a few days?
When you say bunk up, Tib'resh is going to proudly display that he happens to have 3 more tatami mats for sleeping.
I say I want to hang out just 'cause
these
it sounds
are-
like a slumber party.
These are adorable, but where are the beds?
These are
These are fantastic,
These are
Tib'resh. These are...
You sleep on a piece of braided chaff.
Well, to be honest, really fluffy beds hurt my back. I'm used to sleeping on the floor. We don't have a lot of stuff in our monastery.
What is the quality of the material?
It's
Like
literally just like a bamboo sheet.
It's bamboo?
It's a mat. It's one
Icar,
of those,
these are the most quality material that a man can lay on.
It looks like it's a tree chopped sideways.
You say man, and you stare at him in the eyes because you know he's a half-orc.
Your
a man.
body heat is distributed perfectly with these things.
Boarris, I understand sarcasm.
No, I mean it.
It's fine. I'm just used to sleeping flat, just dead flat.
DM interruption.
I say, so's your mom! From the back of the room.
DM interruption as you guys are walking. I want everybody to make me a perception check.
23.
21.
Errors.
22.
And it double clicked again, huh?
6.
Okay. Well, the good news is you all notice it. As you guys are walking, there's a... You pass by an open area of street and whatnot, and you see that there's a flyer that's been hung in a position of prominence. And you guys don't give it much notice as you're walking by, except for the part that a phrase on this particular flyer catches all of your attention. The phrase, Proclamation the 9th.
Proclamation the 9th. What is it?
Hold up.
What is that
Stop
one?
and I want to read it.
All right.
Are we stopping?
Oh
Yeah, hold on, guys. We need to see this.
Yeah.
Where are we about town?
You guys, you guys are headed? We're headed in the direction of the holding house.
Yeah.
Then I would say you guys are roughly about this open area right here, where the streets kind of converge.
Cool.
But-
Hold up. Where's that? Oh, I see it.
Yeah. Yeah, but Proclamation the 9th says, by order of Lord Mayor Barzillai Thrune, the Congress of Hell Knights, known as the Order of the Torrent, is from this day forward stripped of its charter. All of its holdings and possessions are confiscated, its privileges and entitlements revoked, and its members declared outlaws. Steadfast citizens are commanded to turn over those members who have slipped the net of justice.
Damn.
We should keep our eyes out for some Hell
We
Knights.
need to find them immediately.
Knowledge history, knowledge local.
For the record, Tib'resh has been reading up on some of his history.
Good for him.
17.
Shit, 7.
Well, you've been reading up on the wrong history. Dillon, what'd you get?
What was that roll again? I'm so sorry.
History.
Knowledge, history, or local.
Oh, knowledge, history, or local? I get a plus 10 on both, so I'm just going to roll for it, baby.
Icar, you gotta know some local shit, right?
29.
Everybody except Tib'resh, sorry, is aware that the Hell Knight Order of the Torrent is Kintargo's own branch of Hell Knights, founded shortly after the conclusion of the Civil War. The Order of the Torrent specializes in rescuing kidnapped people and saving people from drowning at sea.
Okay.
Their order has somewhat dwindled in the past couple of decades down to maybe a few dozen members. And the lictor of the order, basically their commander, is Lictor Octavio, is widely respected for his dedication to the people of Kintargo.
Mm-hmm.
There is a small little bio about him in the NPC Who's Who in the journal tab.
Gentlemen, do you think this
Well, this is
temporary
not good.
prison at the holding house may be holding some of these Hell Knights?
Absolutely, and I think that we gotta fucking be very, very non-Sugtok about this. I think we gotta be careful, and that's not a slam, even though it's a slam. I think we might need to be careful about this one.
How
Well-
do you suggest we move forward then? We can't just leave them to the Thrune.
Well, it sounds
Well,
like
planning. I'm
it
just gonna
sounds
say
like
planning.
if the proclamation is out, then we know that they haven't caught all of them. Maybe we should also start looking for Hell Knights who might have evaded capture.
That's true.
If they can't avoid helping people, perhaps the kids that have started missing in the tenement could be a nice place to look. We may find one helping.
Because we could get some Heck Knights.
And just for the record, the word Hell Knight is basically just indicative of a prestige class. It does not automatically mean that you're evil. As a matter of
so you could be like a paladin, quote-unquote, Hell Knight type deal.
Exactly. For example, everybody who's ever dealt with the Order of the Torrents has, as far as those of you who made the knowledge check, has spoken very highly about how kind and how dedicated they were to making sure that people were kept safe.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, let's go scope out the holding house then. I mean,
Let's
we need
do
to
it,
see what's
baby.
going on.
We're already headed that way, even though it's the middle of the day.
We'll just make a pass.
That's right, Sugtok. We're not.
As
Going
if they
to
don't
kill
start
anyone.
anything, I won't.
That's right, Sugtok. For once, I'm not trying to start any shit. You're not trying to start any shit. Let's make it happen. Let's do the deal.
And I have also added the 9th proclamation to the list of proclamations in its journal entry.
We look at the proclamations and it says, Luke says, shut the fuck up. What does that mean? Like, what does that mean?
If Luke wants you to shut up, he will shut you up. It's called.
That's fair.
It's called. It's
You
called.
can literally mute me.
No, it's called Rocks Fall, You Die.
Oh my god. That's fair. Tib'resh steps on a rock. His head is severed by an axe. Like that kind of shit.
Only the penitent man will pass.
Jesus Christ. You have chosen poorly.
So about anything happen on the way to the Hill House or the holding house?
On the way to Hill House, yeah, but that's something else entirely.
Yeah.
On the way to the holding house, no, but basically there's just, you hear some people bitching about the increase to the bridge toll, but some of the people over here are kind of less concerned about it because Red Roof is affluent enough, Jarvis End has enough restaurants, there's plenty of markets on this side of the bridge.
That's fair.
Well, I mean, if we can sort of walk around the holding house and get an idea of, the layout, maybe get an idea of how much traffic it gets, if there's anyone who's going in and out, just sort of surveil it for a couple hours.
Well, if you guys want to hole up around the holding house and be inconspicuous about it, I'm going to need stealth checks.
Shit. I'll roll stealth check. Was that 3? I rolled an 18.
Okay. Unfortunately, in Icar mode, in his new summer or spring clothing, he's a little more inconspicuous than usual. Sorry, a little more conspicuous than usual.
I was about to say, I was like, what?
Sorry, because
My tearaway clothes just gave me the edge.
Well, so what? You see someone who might have
You're
seen you,
the
and
edge from
you just
YouTube.
tear your hands off. Did they see me now?
no, they immediately avert their gaze.
How many gays do they have?
Sugtok is about to be naked after every battle.
No, only if they've noticed me.
To be fair, Tib'resh, you could be naked during battle and still be just as effective.
I want to believe this is like the snap-off tracksuit style, so it just kind of works to where as I transform, it gets wide enough, but then I can snap it back up afterwards.
Up to you. You paid for it.
He brings up a solid point.
All right. But during how long do you want to scope out the holding house?
Maybe 90 minutes. It should be enough to do a tour around it, get a sense of how busy it is. Icar doesn't necessarily feel like he needs to be there any longer than that.
Okay. In that 90 minutes, you don't really hear anything from the inside. You notice that it doesn't exactly have much in the way of windows, or if they do, they're very small and very high up, mainly just allowing in a little bit of light.
Well, that was helpful.
Do we notice anything about kind of how many guards are posted up around the place?
There are no guards outside, and people roll me a knowledge local check. Okay, good enough, because Sugtok succeeded, and you guys can just disseminate the information as you will. The holding house was the city's original jail, back when, because old Kintargo used to be the city, and then it expanded outward. The holding house was the city's original jail, but it's been abandoned for a long time once the primary jailing features moved to Kintargo Keep in Kintargo Castle.
Okay.
So the holding house has sat abandoned until recently, but it did once serve as a jail. If that helps you guys kind of get an idea of what it might look like on the inside.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're probably similar, except instead of up and down,
it is a one-story bunker-like building.
But like a horizontal setup to kind of the way the girls' school was, where it's just like brick, 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 but this way is kind of the expectation. Like Pope High School's classrooms.
Good old, yeah. Yep, designed by the same guy who designed a prison. All right. But yeah, something like that, yes.
Well, this is great, but I feel like we would need one of our teams to do a longer-term surveillance of this. Our efforts are probably best served continuing to gather information.
Fair enough. I think it brings up a solid point.
I also need to visit the magical shop on this side of town while I'm here, rather than pay the toll another time.
Which means Which means I assume you brought the mace with you.
I did.
Okay. This is something we discussed during break, but I, as a personal rule, like to make magic items a bit more flexible to adapt to what you prefer. So he has the +1 heavy mace that Raoul had, and he is taking it and his bladed belt to Chrysale's Fine Tomes, and he's gonna pay to have the enchantment transferred from the mace to the belt.
Ooh.
So how much is it gonna run me?
It's gonna run you 2,000 because that's how much a +1 weapon is worth.
Sorry, I had to unmute myself to say, "Oh my god!"
I can just barely afford 2,000, but I don't know.
I can help you out, rich boy. I can give you a little bit.
I might hold off on it now if it's going to cost me that much. I'll need to spend a couple weeks making the cash.
I remind you can also take money from the treasury when you...
You can also take money from your parents, you rich boy.
And explain to them that I'm getting a +1 weapon for what exactly?
Do they not have like a big old
Training.
Scrooge McDuck gold coin like silo? Like, how rich is your
Become
family?
too simple.
The money is not. The money is not in a pool. You understand that, right? The money is invested in the business.
I nod my head like I knew that the
sitting
whole
there,
time.
you know, ready to be completely liquidated.
How many?
I go, yeah, of course. And I look at Tib'resh like I'm like, yeah, duh, this guy, right?
Just
Do you think those bridge toll collectors have that much?
I'm sure they. We could get a sense of where they take the bridge toll money every night if we were to watch them. Why? Do you want to rob the?
No,
The
robbing
toll
one
makers?
bridge toll collector would just draw attention to us, and we
Unless-
get like 6 silver. That wouldn't even be worth it. You're
If they-
rich, dude.
If
You're
they're,
literally rich.
collecting if they're collecting 5 silver from everyone who's crossing the gate, they're gonna have more than 6 silver.
Yeah, but like, oh man,
Just
that's
basic math, Flickie.
bro.
It's a gold per 2 people. You got to think hundreds of people cross that bridge every day.
Maybe not now.
I go to take an angry shit.
Okay. Yeah, you could just explain it like Varric explains finances to Meryl in Dragon Age 2. You're not going to understand any of this, are you? No? Okay. We have lots of shops, but they're all invisible. Only dwarves and accountants can see them.
Alright, so...
Alright, so you guys have spent 90 minutes scoping out the holding house. Now what?
Well,
I suppose now is, are you going to be going for the enchantment swap, or are you going to wait to build up some cash for that?
I don't have 2,000 gold, so no.
That's...
If you guys want,
like
we could just
70.
we could skip to the end of the week and run through a rebellion phase.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, if we're not gonna look into the tenement where the kids are going missing.
Well, I'd like to try to continue to collect rumors throughout the week.
Okay. What is it?
Not every day,
Yeah.
because
So,
Icar's busy.
Yeah, because
but
today's the 6th, so you want to, like, on the 8th, roll for rumors because you'll be around.
yeah,
And
on
then,
the 8th.
Yeah, and then on the 10th, we'll roll for whatever, crafting you did during the week.
Yes.
Okay.
So it would just be one more roll between now and the rebellion phase, which would be on the 8th.
All right, so we fast forward a couple of days. Does anybody wish to go out and try to gather rumors?
I will.
Yeah, I'll spend the day that Icar is doing it. Yeah.
I will not and spend 1 day writing.
All right. I think we'll be using the 21.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
All right, let's see, what do I get?
15 for
What do I have to roll? It's 20 plus what? What's my skill here?
Diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
Tim just refusing to take 20.
2 gets me... Ooh, a 19?
Okay.
Tib'resh sneezes so hard he knocks over his ink all over his writing.
Everybody roll me a d4. Tib'resh, you just automatically get 4.
It took 4 hours to ruin this manuscript.
Yeah, I was about to say, where the fuck? I totally rolled that bitch in here earlier. Where are you?
So, 3 more hours trying to find info on Shinsen and it goes nowhere.
Roll a d4. The d4 gave me a 3, Luke.
Okay, that's 3 hours.
Fuck.
Okay. So, I'll start with Sugtok. And he says that, you hear that, the Scourge of Belial has been moored in the old harbor for several
The
days.
Scourge of Belial? All 3 of us played Diablo, you cuck. Alright, sorry. Cut that
Belial,
out.
the Lord of Lies.
The Scourge of Belial has been holed up.
Sorry, Luke.
The Scourge of Belial has been moored in Old Harbor for several days. I hear her captain isn't that much of a fan of Thrune.
Yikes.
Ooh.
Alright, Icar hears that the Silver Ravens are attracting all sort of strange attention. I hear that Thrune even hired a Tian specialist to track him down.
A TN specialist? What does that mean?
On the other side of the world is the continent of Tian Sha, which is where all of the wuxia kind of things, like the places that are dominated by oni, katanas, and people with almond-shaped eyes.
So Asian stuff, but you don't want to
Yes.
say Asian.
I'm trying to be politically correct about it, but
Yes.
yes, it's Pathfinder's equivalent of an Asian person has been hired to track you down.
So we live in the West, they live in the East type deal.
Pretty much.
All right. So I heard about the ship that's moored in the old harbor.
Okay, and
The captain don't like Thrune.
Roger heard that, and Flickie's rumor is...
Roger
heard we're attracting negative attention.
Oh wait, we got new.
We're being
We're being tracked by the spy.
They've heard that there's an investigator that someone's been hired to track the Silver Ravens.
And Flickie hears, a friend of my cousin's sister swears that she saw a dragon flying in the sky last night.
Awesome!
No one else saw it, but she's insistent that she did.
That's what that old bitch in the beginning of Skyrim's like, I told you I saw a dragon!
Yeah, sure thing, Mom. Yeah, sure, let's go. Yeah, pretty much like a dragon! I saw a dragon!
Yeah, so I pretty much tell everyone that there's a dragon that exists.
Yes, we know Vendelfeck's like hanging around the basement.
And I say, no! A big ol' son of a bitch. We've been dungeoning, how about we go dragoning?
And you saw this dragon?
No, but I heard it from a trustworthy source.
And you know where to find this dragon?
Do you remember this trustworthy source's name? Or
no,
did
but
did she leave the next morning?
Nah, but she left me her email.
Tib'resh calls bullshit on the trustworthy source.
I call bullshit on Tibresh's lame-ass email address. It's probably like tibresh.org@cuck.org.
Some people call me Tib.
Some people call me the Tib Cowboy.
Anyway. Well, we have a lot to work with, fellas.
I want to talk to the ship captain. Always got along with sailors.
It's not a bad idea.
Alright, so we've got you said it's the Scourge of Belial?
Scourge of Belial. They've been moored up in the old harbor, probably because of the.
Well, you guys remember that? You remember the proclamation that the ship captains can't leave their ship. So. And
their crew is held accountable, or the captain is held accountable for any of their crew's actions while their crew is here.
So if I was a captain, I wouldn't set.
I'd be concerned about who was.
Yeah.
But if this captain doesn't like Thrune, perhaps they could assist us if they've been holed up anyways.
I have marked it on the map for you.
That'd be nice, yeah.
Do you have to have some kind of special permit to get onto ships, or is it just captains aren't allowed to leave? What's the situation down there that we know?
I'm pretty sure we can go on the ship whenever we want. It's just the non-native captains.
That sounds about right.
Okay.
So are you going to the docks?
Yeah, I'm going to head to the docks. Anybody want to come along?
I am absolutely coming along because this smells like adventure.
I have something else I should probably do.
Care to share with the class, or would you like to keep your secrets, Icar?
Probably going to see that tiefling chick.
I am not going to say anything.
Acceptable. Be safe.
I
say unacceptable like lemon grab, like unacceptable! And I need him to tell us where he's going.
I am going to go take a shit.
I say acceptable, and I leave the room.
Okay, I'll deal with the three of you first.
Wait, is that what he says? Or wait, what the fuck? I'll deal with the three of you first.
No, because there's more of you, we'll deal with you guys going to the dock first. As you guys pass through the gate out into the dock, the last time you guys were here, as a group at the very least, was for the salt works, which is still on the northern side of the northern end of the dock over here. The newest addition to the docks is a large, impressive warship that appears to have suffered severe battle damage, currently undergoing repairs here. And it's not that difficult for all of you to recognize the Scourge of Belial is in fact a Chelish warship of the Chelish Navy.
Uh-oh. That's no good.
Interesting that someone mentioned that the captain is anti-Barzillai.
Chelish Only the Chelish youth are innately those are like the Hitler youth, the Thrune kids, but
they
Chelish
were being
citizens,
indoctrinated.
like they were the Chelish military was here before Thrune.
Oh yeah, it's like it's.
Well,
It's the fucking
Kintargo is a Chelish.
Yeah, you guys are in.
City.
You guys are in the nation of Cheliax, and this is a ship of the official national navy.
Like we are
And
in Hitler's
Mord
Germany,
means-
practically.
Pretty
What-
much.
What does Mord mean? Does it mean they're being forced to be here, or just they took damage, so they've got to fix up?
They took
No,
da-
Mord means they're just here.
Mord just means they're parked.
Bet.
But yes, they appear to be repairing from severe battle damage.
Well, it looks like these fellas have been through a lot.
I've sailed them before. For a couple of sailors, perhaps we could make some friends.
You've
That'd
sailed
be
before?
tight. I'm here
Yeah,
for
I
it.
was in the north for a time. My people raided quite a bit before I found Desna.
Oh, fair. Goodness, I hate the sea. Let's go check out the ship. See if any of the crewmates are standing about.
The crew is not, in fact, standing about. The crew is going hither and thither, doing everything they can to try to fix it. The rigging is getting repaired. The sails are getting taken down, stitched together. The masts are getting reinforced, or one of them is flat out broken, so they're busy, taking it off. And you're fairly certain they're setting up for a new one.
Yeah.
But it kind of like, given the amount of crap that this ship has been through, you get the feeling they're going to be here in dock for a while, getting it all patched up. It's like you guys know how your ship looks after about 5 hours of Sea of Thieves,
Yes.
like kind of like that, but worse.
Yikes. Okay.
Well,
And the dock leading to, like, the gangplank leading on board is in fact guarded by what appears to be naval soldiers.
so I want to stop at the edge and say, how's it going, gentlemen? We'd like to have a quick conversation with the captain, if we may.
Are you from the Port Authority?
Now, would you prefer that I were or that I weren't?
If you weren't, if you're not, piss off. This isn't any of your business, civilian. If you are, we've already dealt with everything we've done to, and the captain needs to focus on his efforts on the ship repairs.
Well, I don't actually believe that my place with the Port Authority is all too important here. I think your captain's going to be quite disappointed if you don't let him have a word with me. I don't want to intimidate him. I'd like to diplomatize to improve how they see me to possibly let me on.
Go ahead.
Awesome.
Now, the good news is you can't technically, like, automatically fail a skill
Yeah, and I
check
got
by rolling a
plus
1.
9, so...
I mean, it's like that's still good to beat most simple DCs, but
This is a higher DC.
yeah, the thing says
They said piss off.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
pretty
it's
sure
a-
they're hostile.
yeah, it's like listen here, you. This is a ship of the Chelish Navy, naval personnel only. Get out of here, or we'll make you leave.
All right,
And-
as long as you're not planning to say anything to the Thrune about it.
And they pat the pepper box pistols at their waists.
Oh, all right. Oh, pepper box. Ooh.
I just thought that perhaps the Thrune were giving you a hard time, and
The
you could
Thrune,
use some extra hands helping repair your fine ship.
our fine ship, is already in fine hands. Now leave.
I want to turn around to the gentleman and slowly walk away like, well, what do you...
I mean, maybe we need to find something a little bit more impressive. We should bring we should win
Wait.
this person over.
A moment. The captain doesn't like the Thrune. All we need to send a message to him is to know the name and to send our raven, right?
Theoretically, yes.
I want to write a message. I want to go somewhere subtle and out of sight.
And I remind you again: the ravens are sent to a place, not to a person.
Fair enough. I'll send them to the captain's quarters of the Scourgeable Isle.
All right. And it is, and also as far as recognizing the Chelish Navy and everything, the Chelish Navy has this thing about naming their ships after like archdevils and archdukes and things like that.
Hell Knights makes sense.
Yeah, they stick to their theme almost as well as the Monarch does.
Do we know if the Scourgeable Isle as a military ship would have any relation or love for the Hell Knights?
Diablo.
The Hell Knights are basically a specialized like military force. There are different Hell Knight orders that specialize in different things. For instance, Barzillai Thrune has brought in the Hell Knight Order of the Rack to help maintain his control and grip over the city. The Hell Knight Order of the Rack specializes in maintaining order and putting down uprisings. The Hell Knight Order of the Scourge does something else. Off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you. I already told you what the Order of the Torrent does.
Protecting.
So the Hell Knights are like a specialized military order within the Chelish military. So they all operate underneath the. Dillon, are you okay?
Sorry, I thought I was muted.
Yeah, they all operate under the umbrella of Her Infernal Magistrix, Abrogale II, in some way, shape, or form.
All right. Gentlemen, you have any ideas?
Is there any way that... Oh, son of a bitch. 1 second.
Tib'resh?
Why don't we just leave them a message? We would like to have a conversation with their captain at some point. I'm sure their captain sitting in this harbor isn't doing much else. Eventually, they might want someone to talk to, and we have a lot of their interests in mind.
I want to look away or look around for the nearest alleyway, somewhere that we can duck out of sight from anyone.
Are you doing an alleyway on the docks, or are you waiting back until you're in Old Kintargo proper?
No, just somewhere nearby that no one will see me.
Roll me a stealth check.
Wait until... Couldn't we just wait until
Sorry
we
about
walk
that,
away?
7.
As you try to find... it seems like every alley you look down has some, sailor or dockhand or someone who just works at the salt market here sneaking away for a quick cigarette or something. They see you and just go hey. There's nowhere private that you can find.
Okay. Tib'resh, you want to head back to yours? You could test out your writing skills, creating a note for the captain from the Ravens.
Sure. Yeah. We'll send a message tonight.
We'll let him know they're anti-Thrune forces and want to know if he'd like to parley.
I put my hand on Tibresh's shoulder and go, hey, we're banking on this. Can you do it?
Yeah, I'll get it right.
Good. I don't mean that in an intimidating way. I literally smile at him and I'm like, all right. And I keep walking.
Okay, well, cool. Let's get out of the docks. I think these guys probably don't want to talk to us anymore. Why don't we head back to my place?
I'm down. I jump up in the air for an 80s freeze frame and I yell slumber party.
Just real quick before we go, I'll look at the guards and say, didn't mean to offend you, gentlemen. If you have a time to get to a pub while you're in town, please get around on Sugtok, and I will hand them... how much money have I got? I'm going to hand them 5 gold.
Much appreciated.
And just say, have a round on me.
Oh, we will.
I'll be seeing you around. Take care.
You just give someone 5 gold?
The 2 guards that are guarding the ship, I'm trying to get
yes.
so they can buy booze
You
as
got it.
sailors.
For a split
in a
second,
new
I
port.
was like, you talking to townspeople?
All right. So you guys head back to Tibresh's house to privately write that note and send it off?
Yeah, sounds right.
Tib, you want to roll for it?
Why, oh, shit.
Watch
Sorry.
him roll the nat fucking 20 on the note for the captain.
Well, I mean, you definitely just cursed it, so we'll see.
You spent 4 rolls tonight trying to do a good resume.
You guys used up all your good rolls last session. Okay.
It is halfway decent.
Telling you, man, physical dice, bro.
Well, there you go. I mean, you remembered to fold
I'll
the
do
paper
it,
after
but-
you finished writing this time.
Physical dice is the shit, baby. Or the shit,
But
baby.
you tie your message to the Raven and send it off. And
It's
now,
just
and now we're going to pan over to what
yeah.
Icar was doing while you guys were doing this, because Icar went the exact opposite direction from you guys.
I need to make a peanut butter sandwich.
I like that physical.
He did. He went the other direction, over to the shit. What's the name of that district?
The Devil's Nursery.
Over
Devil's
to the
Nursery.
Devil's Nursery. Yes, where he's gonna pay a visit to their friendly neighborhood tiefling.
Oh, you mean his friendly neighborhood tiefling?
I believe she's friendly to all of the ravens.
Well,
We've done
okay,
quite a bit.
man.
We've done quite a bit for the Devil's Nursery.
All right. What is her name? Zaya or Zia or some shit?
I believe it's pronounced Zia.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you know how to
Well,
pronounce it, baby.
I've been saying Zaya.
Zia.
Well, however she told you to say it in the dark of night is however you need to say it, man.
That's true.
Ah!
Well, you're not there.
Ah!
You're not there. You're at the docks, getting
Son
covered
of
in
beach.
salt water.
Son of beach.
You know.
Coming. One moment.
Knock on wood.
And after like a few seconds, the door opens up and Zaya's standing there on the other side in her usual like burlap attire, and one goes, "Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting any visitors today."
Well, I just wanted to say thank you. I thought it was a nice gift, although it would have been nice if you had given some sort of name with it, so I didn't have to spend nearly the whole week trying to figure this out.
Oh, well, it's because we've been hearing a lot of rumors around here about what you and your friends have been doing for everybody, and how much, the Lord Mayor and the Datari would be, against that, and I wanted to leave as little trails back to me as possible, while not
I see.
directly. Did you like it?
I did. I thought it was nice.
Thanks, because I've always had trouble with feathers. They're always so detailed. It just doesn't. It never. I'm happy it looks good enough.
It's fine. It looks very nice.
Yeah, and I suppose I could have also wrote fist, but I think that might have come off as too aggressive. So I went with fits, which doesn't exactly make much sense. But it's the four of you, and I'm rambling here, aren't I?
You are just a little bit. Yes.
Sorry.
I just wanted to come in person and say thank you. How is the nursery here?
Everything's. I hesitate to say it's gone back to normal, because as long as Lord Mayor Thrune is sitting in the Opera House, I can't exactly say anything here is normal, but the only thing is that nobody knows where Straya is. She's still missing.
It's been nearly 3 weeks.
Or more accurately, since like the Night of Ashes, nobody's seen her since then.
Well, yeah, but it's been 3 weeks since we last talked
Oh yeah, it's
about
like
it.
yeah. Well, no.
I would have thought she would have turned up by now.
So is the rest of us. There are a lot of us that are starting to get very worried about her. We don't know where she is, and she was the only one who was doing anything for us down here. And if we can't find anyone else like that, I'm afraid of what's going to happen to us, even if Lord Mayor Thrune eventually leaves, or even just lightens up his policies.
Well, I can ask some of my friends. Maybe we'll have the opportunity. Maybe we'll be able to take a closer look into where she's gone. I guess it's I can't make any commitments.
You are interrupted here by the whistle of a teapot from inside, and she goes, "Oh, sorry, I gotta get that. Would you like to come in for a sip?"
It's as long as it's not too late. Yes, I would hate to be caught by the Jhaltero sipping tea after sunset.
Oh, it's
Lord forbid.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm doing it now. Fortunately for you, it's only like what, a little after lunch, considering how long it took you to find rumors this morning. So it's like what, 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon.
I think so. Yeah, it's like
yeah, sure, come on in. And either way, there's no mint in it. I can't find it anywhere. But please come on in. And she directs you over to the sofa, which has the pillows that you provided for her on it.
I was interested to hear that the first proclamation was canceled. It was right before I had an amazing idea of spending some time in the sewers, raising rats and ravens, bringing them in, and just emptying the Dotari's purses. Unfortunately, it's been canceled.
Yes, I'd say unfortunately, but it was kind of some of the urchins here were taking to it a bit too enthusiastically. Is that the right word? Yeah. It was honestly, it got to the point where it just seemed cruel. Like they're like some of them have gotten to be much better shots with their slings, but at the cost of we don't hear much chirping anymore, at least not from anything, pleasant. There's just pigeons. There's just pigeons cooing.
Is that so much of a loss? Really?
That's harsh.
It's there was always there's some difference. There was different bird songs in the morning, and now it's just like the of pigeons and other things, and also some of the cats have started to go a little hungry because there isn't any mice or rats around for them to eat because we got to them first. I think he might have been trying something with that, but it's had so many adverse after effects that I can't exactly blame him for shutting it down.
No, I understand. I think I understand. And now with the latest proclamation against the Order of the Torrent, I fear we're going to be seeing more Dotari doing investigations of people's houses to try to find them.
Which is a shame because they've actually been very good to us. They're one of the few people or groups in town that have been actually quite good to us over here in the slums or otherwise. Well, I suppose we have to go missing first and then they find us, but they're always very, very professional about it and they're very good at what they do. Lictor Octavio's a wonderful man. I've met him. He's actually
really.
Oh yes. It was there were. Luke is not going to bother getting names for the 3 random tieflings that she's telling you about. But they went missing. They went on a fishing trip a couple of years ago, and they got caught in a storm and their ship capsized. And Lictor Octavio and his men went out and found them shipwrecked on one of the islands out there in the bay, brought them back, made sure they were fed, clothed, and they were very, very nice about it.
Well, he sounds like a decent fellow. I hope that he hasn't been caught yet.
So do we all. He's one of the last decent Hell Knights I think we have in the city, especially with the Lord Mayor bringing in more of those Order of the Rack fools who, as soon as they see us, would rather spit on us than give us the time of day.
Yikes.
She kind of rubs the back of her neck when she says that.
Well, rest assured, we are doing everything we can. We've just learned about the Order of the Torrent, but like I said, if someone can find Octavio before Thrune does, then I think we'll all be better off.
Well, I certainly hope those Silver Ravens I've been hearing about are up to the task.
I have a feeling that they probably.
She gives you a no. She gives you a wink.
Well, I I really can't stay very long, but I did want to come and thank you in person. I thought the wooden gift was very nice.
During this entire conversation, you guys have. But she has brought the tea out. And you guys have been having it.
Right? Yeah, we've been having the tea. It's tea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's actually quite good.
Well, good.
It could I don't suppose you have any sugar or honey or anything sweet.
I've got a little bit of honey over there in the cupboard. Would you like some?
Sure. Yes.
Let me go fetch it. And she brings it out and offers it to you, along with one of the little like honey dripper. What the hell are those things called with the segmented? That.
The honeycomb, like the things in the old commercials.
Yeah, like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's got something sweet for you. This is the tiefling girlfriend, right?
This is
Oh yeah, it is.
It's honey. Yes. I mean it's certainly it's fine and it goes well with the tea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does, and it improves the flavor quite well. It's basically like the fantasy. It's the fantasy equivalent of whatever fine Earl Grey is.
Right. Oh, but I hate Earl Grey. But I'm sure Icar would like it.
Again, you're not Icar.
Exactly.
Oh.
I guess for now I would say it's probably best if you and the rest of everyone here in the nursery lays low for the time being, with the new proclamation coming out. There's bound to be people who are going to be looking, and this is a decent place in the city for someone to hide, or at least I'm sure that's what the Order of the Rack would think.
We'll do our best to keep to ourselves. We've always been, we've always looked out for each other, but you are not wrong about there being plenty of places to hide here in the slums.
And I promise we'll do everything in our power to keep looking for Straya. If she's out there,
thank you.
We'll try to find her.
I can tell you that the nursery would be even more thankful to you than we all already are if you can find her.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, they'll sit and enjoy tea for a while, and then Icar will eventually, get up and notice the town.
If, as far as small talk is concerned, once you guys move away from the heavier topics of, oppression and missing peoples, she actually is quite versed in, as far as art is concerned, so you can have a stirring conversation about that.
I mean, Icar's not much of an artist, but he's interested in it. He'll carry on the conversation, and he's a very skilled conversationalist. So even if he doesn't know what he's talking about, he can still talk about it.
Well, you have a very good about 45-minute conversation before you feel it's like, I think it's been long enough. I need to go check on those morons.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I can't leave them in a room for too long.
So far, there haven't been any alarm sirens.
I haven't heard any explosions, nor have I heard guard whistles, but I should probably get back to them before they come.
And if they've had a chance to talk to the ship's captain, I'm sure that I'll need to talk to someone else.
All right, well, you keep on doing the good work out there. Just remember, there's always someone here in your corner. And I
appreciate that.
This was nice. It would be nice to do it again someday, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that would be fine. Although, now that the bridge toll is increased, I'll have to actually think about crossing the bridge now.
Well,
I'm so fucking cold to this girl.
I hope you find reasons to do so you can help the southern part of the city as well.
Oh, of course. It's not a major concern. It mostly just means I'll need to cut back on the number of those croissants that I eat. Oh, they're so good though. That's what I'll do next time. Is I'll bring some of Laria's baking. It's rather exceptional.
Ooh,
I don't know if I'll be able to do it justice dragging it across the whole city. But I'll do my best.
Oh, okay. But same time next week?
Yes, I think that would be fine. Same time next week.
that sounds wonderful. I'm looking forward to it.
Ooh, she getting bold.
I was gonna say, it sounds like he doth protest too much when we were giving him shit last time. Kind of sounds like, what's up?
I'm sure it sounds like whatever you'd like it to sound.
I'm sure it sounds like whatever you want it to sound like, you fancy cur.
You know, for some reason, I just pictured Dillon starting to protest like Nathan
Too
Lane,
much?
like Nathan Lane from Birdcage.
Oh, dude, that movie's so funny.
But no, Icar will eventually decide that he's really got to check up on the other three Stooges.
All right, so you
He'll head back to where he figures they'll be, which is Tibresh's house.
which appears to be the new ground zero for everything else going wrong in the city right now.
Right,
Yeah,
everything.
just
There's
about.
a lot of bad stuff in old Kintargo.
Mostly Tibresh's fault, so don't worry about it.
I will try not to worry too much.
Cool.
But you return as the Silver Raven flies out the window with the message heading to the captain of the Scourge. Icar comes in the front door, and the Raven just kind of flies out over his shoulder. He goes, "Bah!"
Through a mouthful of very, very spicy chicken, Tib'resh says,
Threw him out a little very
Anyway.
gay food.
"That's why I love living here. The chicken, you really can't beat it."
It sounds like
Tib'resh is
you
clearly-
can't. It sounds like you can't beat it, Tib'resh. In fact,
Tib'resh-
it's beating you.
Tib'resh clearly has overestimated his ability to overcome the spiciness of the local chicken joint.
Tib'resh should try milk. It helps negate the spice.
Tib'resh pulls some milk that is questionable because refrigeration is a big giant question mark in this era.
There's just a cow in his house.
That's a constitution check for grabbing a piece and chomping it. Like, no, man, it's great. Like, crying.
The best part is technically really, really spicy food counts as a poison effect as far as constitution checks and or immunity. But yeah, you're just like, let me try this. It can't possibly be that bad.
No, Icar is great. You should definitely try some. It's wonderful.
All the monks at my old monastery. This is how you clean yourself out. Tib'resh laughs and continues to cough as he eats his very spicy food.
Have you tried fiber?
So I'm guessing the three of you did not speak with the captain.
Oh,
We did.
Jose was
We
taking
tried.
the message as you were coming in. The
You're-
guards were none too happy to see us.
You're writing him a mess. Let me see it.
We already sent it with my raven, Jose.
Yeah, you're late to the party on that front, Roger.
You sent it, and oh boy. Oh, I hope he takes it. I hope this doesn't cause an incident.
It was roughly to the idea of, we heard you're not a fan of the Thrune. We may be potential allies.
You
We would like
realize
to parlay.
that Barzillai, the Thrune who's running the city here, is directly related to Abigail, who is the head monarch of the whole nation of Cheliax, the nation upon which that warship is chartered, right?
Yeah, but he's not a fan of her. I heard on good authority.
Okay, but he's also a captain. It doesn't matter if you're a fan of the queen or if you're a fan of the queen's, relative.
In answer to the relation, distant cousin.
Distant cousin.
Listen,
Point being,
if I met a distant cousin, I'd be happy to punch him in the face.
not if the man's distant cousin was the queen. What you're asking him to do is dangerously close to treason to even respond to that letter.
Well, he has to respond. It's kind of the laws of the bird.
He literally does.
Bird law. Bird law. Call him bird law.
When did you all become bird lawyers?
No, like, isn't one of the rules of the Silver Raven figurines that the only way to get it to go away is to send a response message?
That was the
Yes.
that was the house rule I set for it, because it's always
Jose's
sunny
gonna
in
pester the
Kintargo.
shit out of this guy until he at least sends a fuck off back to me.
Well, that
I'm
doesn't
going
help.
to hear something.
That's just going to mean he's going to tell you to fuck off.
I hate that Roger's always right. That's the worst part, is that he's always right.
Oh my goodness!
Here's-
And the
We'll see where it goes,
This is
Icar.
what happens.
Someone's got to be the voice of
I
reason.
hope that it doesn't go to the bottom of the Yolubilis River.
Easy for you to say.
It's not easy for me to say. Yolubilis
There
is
we
not
go.
an easy
Yeah.
thing for me
Yolubilis.
to
Who
say.
came up with that name anyway?
Who, hold on a second. Who wrote this
Yolubilis.
Who wrote this fucking adventure?
Yolubilis.
I'm gonna blame Mike Shell.
Ba-ba-da-dum. Yolubilis. Bum-ba-da-bum.
Yolubilis.
Oh my goodness!
Okay, there's a small tap at Tib'resh's window.
I'm gonna run quickly to the window.
It's the Raven.
I open the window and say, Jose, what news bear you?
There's a small scrap of paper tied to his leg.
Dope.
Raven,
I open
of
and read
course, doesn't respond.
it quietly to myself.
It's one word. Noted.
Guys, this is good news. He said it's noted. He didn't say to fuck off. I think this is progress.
Sounds fair.
I'll keep getting in with the guards. I gave them some gold for booze. Tomorrow I'll bring them a special brew from where I picked Vendelfeck up.
you know
It'll be
that they're not going to go. If they go drinking and they get involved in public intoxication, the captain's the one who's going to be held responsible.
Ah.
I
Well,
hope
then
he's a
tomorrow
good
I'll just
captain.
bring them a case from, the bar where we picked up Vendelfeck.
Clenched jaws.
Clenched jaws.
I will be on the. Just let me know when you're going to be drinking with them, so that I can be on the other end of the city.
Oh no, they don't want to drink with me yet. I am just bringing them booze as a sign of goodwill
I
to get on their
botched.
good size.
I botched and had to bribe my way into their.
You
good
know,
graces.
I imagine their salary pays them well enough without needing to get free alcohol.
Icar,
But fine.
you have never been a man wanting a drink, unable to go into town to get one.
Well,
It's
that's
an
not
odd
true.
position to be in.
That's
He brings
not
up a
true.
good point.
One time,
You
one
can go to
time-
the pantry, Icar. It doesn't count.
No, one time I was at the academy and I desperately needed some sort of lemonade or something, and I'd left my wallet and I'd left my coin purse at home, and I did not have any means to get it. So yes, I completely understand the plight of someone in that position.
It's
100%.
a different kind of thirst, my sweet summer child.
My sweet, sweet summer child.
Icar, one night, I want you to get permission from your parents to stay out, and I'm gonna get
I
you
don't
hammered.
need permission to stay
Well,
out.
then craft a good reason for you to be gone, so they're not suspicious, and we're getting shit drunk.
I'll just tell them that I'm babysitting. It's not too far from the truth.
Excellent. It'll be great. I just let the insult glance over. I'm already planning getting Icar drunk, and
Okay,
the
but
guards.
it's not going to be tomorrow because we need to be at
No, there's
top
work
of our
to do.
form for Star Day and doing all of the maintenance.
A great woman once told me, "Do the job first, get drunk later."
That's like
Said
the
it-
realest shit I've ever heard.
Well, I guess it's time to cuddle up on these sweet floor mats.
Your schedule for the day must be like a mullet. Business in the front, but party in the back.
Yeah, no, I absolutely snuggle up next to Tib'resh.
Tib'resh is definitely in the middle of me and Flickie because I'm snuggling up to his other side.
I imagine Icar's going home.
So then I worm my way up
Icar
on
is
top
gonna.
of Tib'resh.
Icar is gonna go. Icar is
Icar,
not
there's
gonna
a
cuddle.
spot for you right, but oh,
He's gone.
Yeah,
I go, oh no!
Well, to be
And then
fair,
I get on top of Tib'resh.
Unlike the coffee house, he has to get across a significantly larger chunk of town to get home before curfew.
It's true.
Tib'resh is actually going to brush off the other guys due to the spicy chicken farting loudly amongst his spooners.
Oh man, depending on how spicy it is, it probably burns on the way out too.
It's not going to be a great night.
He tries to shake us off for the first fart, to which we're still holding on for like a minute and a half until the smell hits, and then I am moving as far to the other side of the room as I can.
It's like the lineup.
Mad up against the wall.
It's like the lineup at the
Dude,
beginning
Jeff
of
hit
Usual
me with
Suspects.
one of those today. I held my breath, but it held onto my hair.
Oh.
Tib'resh stretches and says quietly, "That's why there are multiple mats."
So do we
And
want
goes to sleep.
do we want to do the resistance stuff tonight, or do we want to push it off to the next time we run?
If we do the rebellion stuff now, we can do it. Finish up. I can drop a cliffhanger thing on you guys, and then we can end.
Yeah, let's do rebellion and get out of here.
Like we haven't had enough cliffhangers.
Oh, it's
I know, right?
Yeah, season premiere. I got to set up the things for the next 10, 11 sessions.
Wow, has my fucking video been off this whole? Jesus Christ!
I'm really amped that the captain didn't just say to go fuck ourselves. Like, him saying noted is not an innately bad thing.
True. It's not. It's not great, but it's not terrible.
From the setup you gave it, Icar, I was terrified. Genuinely terrified of what the captain was going to say.
Well, sometimes you just gotta have someone on the team who is absolutely gonna tell you how it could possibly go bad.
Not it.
Fair enough.
How long until next day?
Yep.
Because I still gotta write. I still gotta do some writing if we have an extra day.
Yeah, there's a day of downtime between now and what we're about to do. So anybody who wants to do crafting, which by the way, end of the week, roll your week's crafting checks for anybody who's doing it.
Let me try and do the
Tib'resh, you're getting better.
Yeah, Tib'resh looks down on what he wrote and smiles at himself. It's not there yet, but almost.
So do you not have any intelligence bonuses?
Me? No.
Okay.
So, I do have.
Luke,
I do have a 1 intelligence bonus, but that's already factored in.
Okay, just making sure.
I'm gonna drop 2 more platinum to make 2 more blistering investigative scrolls.
Okay. Is that your second level
Okay.
stuff? It's going to take 20 platinum because a platinum is 10 gold.
Oh, 20 platinum.
Yeah, because it's 100 gold to make your level 2 scroll at.
Fuck a doodle do.
Yeah, blistering invectives level 2.
Yeah, that's what I did. Was 20 platinum.
Yeah.
Because I was at 70 and I dropped down to 50.
Yeah.
So I said 2 because I had changed 5 or 7 down to 5.
Blistering invective second level, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna roll again to see if I can try and get those spells.
Hey, you did.
Oh shit! I already got them.
You succeeded. I told you it was going to be another 50 gold pieces to transcribe them because one's level 1 and one's level 2.
Yep. Sorry, I'm trying to find my pencil.
And you have your day of downtime to spend 8 hours transcribing all of those into your spell book. There, you know them.
Cool.
Excellent. And you have a scroll of Touch of Idiocy and Air Bubble left over because there were 2 of each of those.
Well, shit. Touch of Idiocy literally makes someone dumb, right?
I'm going to answer that for you shortly.
It's like I assume it's like the sphere in SpongeBob that they turn on and they're like, "Bah."
Okay.
The orb of confusion.
The orb of confusion.
With a touch, you reduce
it.
With a successful melee touch attack, you apply a 1d6 penalty to target's intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. Cannot be reduced below 1. Lasts for 10 minutes per level, so it'll last for half an hour.
It's a touch spell?
Yeah, he has to touch.
So he could feasibly cast that on Tim, have Tim swoop down, sit on somebody's shoulder, and turn them into a dipshit?
I could do that, but I could also cast it on... I could, like, use my apprentice hand and just throw my fucking...
Throw your staff into their face?
Yeah.
Well,
if we're fighting, like, a spellcaster, that'd be dope.
Do you know what the best...
Just like, no, sir.
Dylan,
be like, surprise, bitch!
Dylan, do you know what the best part is?
No.
No saving throw. If you hit them, it works.
Oh, nice! Excellent. Alright, let's do this fucking
shit.
shit.
Is there a feat to, like, multi-spell to where he could use something like that with a magic missile?
Yes, it's called Quicken spell, where you can cast... It's a meta magic feat that lets him cast a spell that would be a standard action as a swift action, so then he still has a standard action to do a second spell.
Yeah, give me like 5 levels,
to combine them to where it's like insta-hit spell with a spell that has no saving throw, guaranteed hit kind of thing.
Alright, but, yeah, so Roger, just take note of how much, that's 23 silver?
Yeah, that's gonna go towards a smoke pellet.
Alright. Alright. So, the first thing that happens as far as Saturday is concerned is as you guys are starting all of this, you guys get word that Lord Mayor Thrune believes that there are dissidents operating in the city and has rounded up some of them for public excruciations.
Ah, but they're not us. How do we know? Sorry.
Apparently, 2 people have been set up in the first official government-sanctioned dog housing.
What does that mean?
You guys,
that's the event that we interrupted earlier, where they had Zaya in the spike-filled doghouse with the feral dogs.
Yeah, so we saved her, but they just replaced.
But that
her.
was not sanctioned.
Yeah, that was the Hitler Youth doing it on their own. This is official government said, okay, we're gonna do this shit. So, 2 people are dog housed, which has I've got good news and bad news about that.
Both people are Garrett?
No, the bad news is that those 2 people come out of the city's population.
Fuck! Let's save them!
The good news is people aren't happy with the government, so clearly anti-government rebels are much more the thing to do. So, for every person lost to dog housing, which Thrune says shall be a weekly event until further notice, for every person lost to dog housing, you guys will gain 1d6 supporters.
Nice.
So you guys freely get 10 supporters from him dog housing 2
people. Nice.
I don't abide people being kept in dog houses very well.
Nobody should. The entire
As you guys know.
Yeah.
I want to save immediately.
Well, here's the thing.
I mean, we can do this.
Oh, yeah, and I will also let you know. You can use, I believe, your infiltrator team has the rescue character option. You can spend an action to rescue someone who's been doghoused. If you succeed, your notoriety score will increase by 1, but the person will come back into the population.
How long does it last? How long does the dog housing last before they're like dead? Because it doesn't. It's supposed to be torture over the course of a week. I'm assuming it doesn't kill them immediately.
It's I think 1d6 points of non-lethal damage. It's either a day or a week. Let me look. Survey says. Hold on.
I don't much want to waste a team on skulls that I could bust.
I was about to say, I don't really want to waste a team on something we could do ourselves.
1d6 points of non-lethal damage from starvation and thirst, and 1d6 points of lethal from dog bites a day.
I mean, we've got other stuff we need to do, though. We need to find the lictor. We need to try to we need to figure out what's going on in the holding house and the tenement. And it's gonna, if we spend our time working on this dog housing stuff, they're just gonna find more people to doghouse, If we have a team on it throughout the week, they're going to be working on it while we pursue the stuff that's actually going to make a difference in the city.
I suppose the missing children is more important right now than...
I mean, missing kids, the Order of the Torrent is also, been thrown out.
I declare them outlaws!
We've got a lot on our plate. I understand, Sugtok. I do. I'm just trying to present an alternative opinion.
Welcome to level 4 stakes. How
How long until Thrune blood can be spilt?
Let's,
God damn it!
if we want to put a team on it this week, and next week, if there's still dog housing people and we haven't made a whole lot of progress, maybe we'll need to go to one of these events and try to break it up.
He brings up a solid point, and I mean that this time. Like, not that I didn't mean it the first time, but he legitimately brings up a good point.
This is that.
Should we not try and lay low this week and kind of do our thing, and then do what we're gonna do as we go out?
This is that cold calculus of war thing.
Yeah, this is where it comes into me being the spy master. Like, don't get me wrong, I love fucking shit up, but like, I will take a covert opportunity any day of the week over a full frontal assault.
Yeah, needs of the many,
Needs of the many outwin needs of the Luke or the douche.
We got
So we got supporters. Do we go now with the first step of the upkeep phase?
Yes, which is the supporter attrition, which is your... Okay, here's the thing. You guys literally cannot fail the check, so I need you to still roll to see if you can get a natural 20 or not.
Who's got the juice?
On what?
Who's got the juice for the 20?
I need a DC...
Plus 11?
No, it's 20
What
plus...
check?
It's loyalty check, which is DC 20 plus 10. Basically, we're just rolling to see if you guys crit or not, because your loyalty check...
Ooh, okay, I got a nat 20 on loyalty. Does that mean anything?
Yes.
I got the magic symbol.
Okay, it means that instead of hemorrhaging supporters this week, you instead gain 1d6 supporters, so you get an additional 3.
Hell yeah!
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Notoriety maximum. You're not maxed out, so that's good. Treasury shortage. There's no treasury shortage. Increase rank.
How much do we have to have in the treasury?
50.
Nice.
It's our rank times 10, yeah.
And you guys qualify for rank 6.
Hey.
No, 60, and we got 500. We're fine.
6. Which means that the treasury minimum has gone up to 60 at this point. Because that's how
Excellent.
that works. Okay, what happens now? Your focus check's base score increases. Basically, your scores go up. So
The secondary check goes up too.
Yep. Correct. Yeah, 2. So
Right.
that...
90% chance of event right now?
Yeah,
we're absolutely gonna have an event.
it's not absolutely, but it is highly likely.
Kitten, come here.
Alright.
Would you like to have snacks?
Hey guys, all of your checks have now officially hit double digits.
Well, shit.
Well, so long as, Tib'resh keeps his thing on your loyalty.
Well, he keeps his thing on me. Don't worry about it.
Okay, there's that. And level 6. You guys, collectively, as the Silver Ravens, are given, for hitting rank 6, an extra 750 gold pieces each.
Holy
Shit.
shit. All right.
As donations come in along with the influx of supporters, is how I'm choosing to fluff this.
834. Okay.
Alright.
All right, what's up, Luke?
Alright, and that's how that changes, which means that next is you guys choosing your 2 actions for this phase.
Well, we do the treasury stuff now, right?
Oh yeah, now you can. You can deposit and withdraw treasury.
we had said that the organization would get that deposit of at least the 5th share.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
50
now that we
platinum
just-
that I'm holding on to, I'm putting into.
Yeah, I'm also
Straight
putting
into the
50
treasury.
platinum straight into the treasury.
Well, I'm gonna keep
that-
my money.
That wipes my platinum out.
Me too. But we still have
But-
750 plus
All right,
gold.
well, still
10 gold is a platinum.
correct. So how much money is
I'm
going into the
converting.
treasury total?
I'm putting in 50 platinum.
So that's 100 platinum.
So that's
What about you,
so
Tib'resh?
you guys are putting in 1,000 gold.
Yes.
I'm putting in 50 platinum. I still have 43 left over.
50 platinum, so that's another 500 gold.
So we just put 1,500 gold into the.
I don't think we need to add money to the treasury probably ever again.
Well, for a little while, guaranteed.
Well, the minimum that we have to have is our rank times 10. So 60.
Well, yeah.
What can happen to the treasury?
Don't ask that. My brother's seditious.
Sadistic.
No, it's just this is
The treasury is what you pay for team upgrades and recruiting out of.
Beautiful. So
And
one of
or-
the actions
and
we
or
can upgrade a team right now.
and or events can affect it. Anyway, you guys have 2 actions you can take. So, what are they going to
You
be?
guys, can we upgrade our infiltrators?
Yes, you can
Are y'all
upgrade.
down with that?
Yes, you can upgrade them to spellcasters or Kabbalists.
No, Luke. What I meant was the definition seditious, inciting or causing people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch.
Ah.
So fuck you. I knew what you fucking bitch. Sorry.
What can the merchants do?
The merchants can upgrade to black marketeers or merchant lords. Merchant lords are the ones that
Secret market or change the magic items.
Yes, and also increasing their rank to multiply your earned gold by ×3 instead of ×2 when you take that action.
Could we not also have one of our teams explore information or location details about the holding house and the
You can by upgrading your sneaks to thieves and then thieves to saboteurs or spies. Saboteurs or spies are the ones with the actions to do that.
Damn.
Y'all want to double upgrade them?
You can't. You can only upgrade one team once. You can only upgrade a team once per rebellion action, but you can upgrade as many teams as you have actions available.
I think we
for.
should get a new team.
we don't have any street performers
Fuck.
or anyone
Oh,
who
wait,
can gather
we should-
information.
No,
but
yeah.
we haven't really needed to because we're pretty good at.
No, we're
gathering
good at
Well,
information.
nah,
rumors.
we say that now. We say that now.
But collecting
there's a-
rumors is the gather info action.
We need to build a street team. I think that we need to go with street performers. People
What do
who
they
can
do?
gather. They can like juggle and circus and gather information.
Specifically, they grant the gather information action, which you already have from, I believe, the Fushi sisters.
Which is doing the same thing as when all 4 of us went out and looked for rumors.
Yeah, pretty. Hold on, let me read gather information for you, so you're fully. Gather information. Attempt a DC 15 secrecy check with a bonus equal to twice the tier of the team. If you are successful, the team has gathered information. This can either be a randomly determined rumor, or a specific piece of local information that you could learn by making a diplomacy check. For certain topics or individuals, the DC might be higher. If you roll a natural 1, you don't automatically fail, but your notoriety increases by 1d6.
Well, do we want to pull on street performers and upgrade them to rumor mongers?
Well,
'Cause
that
that'll
might not
help
be a
us-
bad idea.
That'll help us reduce our notoriety, which is not terrible, but is a little high.
It's a little high, but at the
After
same
the next
time,
event, it might be good to lower it a little bit.
For the record, I've already factored in Rexus lowering it down by 1 to 24.
I'm with
Okay.
Icar. I believe it might not be a bad idea to upgrade our dudes.
I mean, we've got the money for it.
We do.
We could get a tier 3 team. We have the money. We could make either the
Infiltrators or the merchants.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm totally on board
Let's
with this idea.
so do we want black marketeers or merchant lords? That's the question. Do we
I
want to
would
be able to do the special order? Or do we want to have the black market?
I remind you that the black market requires a DC 20 to even open.
Right, but the team that
But our
attempts the
minimum roll is
DC
10.
20, you know,
Yeah, I know.
if it's a DC 20 secrecy check, our secrecy is 10. We would use the team bonus, which would be whoever's managing it, and
Which is
then
probably me. Because I'm
So you have the
spymaster.
lowest charisma bonus.
Oh,
You
my
would-
bad. I thought it was.
So I think Sugtok is the one running the merchant. So
Yeah,
it'd be a
it's
plus.
Sugtok.
So we'd be rolling for a DC 20 at plus 13, which is
7.
two-thirds odds. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
not
sounds good.
guaranteed, but it's a pretty good.
And that lets us basically choose the magic item we want and have them bring it in for a week.
No, that's special. That's special order.
That's the merchant lords thing. The black market basically opens up a black market where you can sell things for a slightly higher percentage and buy things for a slightly cheaper percentage. Whereas merchant lords, they say, "I like this magic item. Could you get it for me?" "Oh yeah, sure. Give us a few days, and pay up front with a slight discount."
I rather like the Merchant Lord's idea.
Okay. Yeah.
I think us being able to know what we need and pull it in for less than it should cost could be very useful.
We can upgrade that team then, and then we can also try to recruit a team of advisors, the street performers, which we could upgrade next week.
Yeah,
Or-
we
or-
need people. No,
or
before you
we-
say or, I'm with you. We need people on the street.
Or, well, what I was also going to say
Hold
is
on,
we could.
a small interruption. All of your people are on the street. They're not all cramped out in the wasp nest. They are out and doing.
Well, I know
things.
that, but I mean, like, if you're hiring certain like performers,
We also
on the street.
We also talked about using that second action with our infiltrators to break
Just
people out of
leave.
doghouses.
Yeah.
So why don't we upgrade one team and we'll use the other team to try to break people out of being doghoused.
And then we
That's
can
not a
get
bad
more
idea.
people next time.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good.
So to upgrade your merchants into merchant lords will cost the action and 200 gold pieces.
We got 200 gold pieces yet.
Yeah. So I will just take that.
Seemed
out
like
of-
a lot before we got 3,000. That 3,000 was, 2,500 was real helpful.
Mhm.
Very true.
There's that. You guys have special order now. So copy and paste and merchant lords. Okay. You guys have merchant lords, and now you're going to roll for a rescue character action.
Yes.
Okay.
Rescue carrot.
Rescue character. The team breaks into a prison or other secure site to rescue a captured whoever. To do so, attempt a security check, DC 10 plus the level of the captured character. A successfully recovered character can be brought to any location in Kintargo that is currently controlled by the Rebellion, typically HQ, but also any safe house you may have activated. A successful rescue increases your notoriety score by an amount equal to the level of the rescued character, which is already factored in, because you're rescuing a level 1 commoner. A failed rescue will increase your notoriety score by half this amount and not rescue the character.
Is there a way for us to aim for a Hell Knight instead of a doghouse?
It just depends. Well,
It also says that
maybe?
certain NPCs cannot be rescued by infiltrators and must be instead be rescued by the PCs themselves.
Like any Hell Knights?
Pretty much, I have arbitration on what happens, but
well, we don't know where the Hell Knights are being held. I mean,
But
I
maybe
guess
our
we could assume.
infiltrators would. They're good at infiltrating.
well, the infiltrating, they're doing the infiltrating to get in there and get the person out in the first place.
Cool, doghouse it is. A man could dream.
All right, and also rescuing the dog-housed person will also bring your population back up by 1.
And I mean that's kind of it also just sends a message that we're not going to let them pull random people off the street and punish them.
We're not gonna take it.
No!
All right, so someone needs to roll me the security check.
I think it should be Tib'resh.
So D20 plus
well,
12?
okay.
D20 plus 12 plus the infiltrator team bonus,
yeah,
which
plus
is
4.
plus 4.
So it's D20 plus
Plus
16. Plus 16.
16?
Yeah,
He's
because
gonna roll a fucking 1. Okay.
33.
Hell yeah.
The infiltrators successfully bust one of the doghouse people out from under the nose of the Datari and the Hell Knight Order of the Rack. Your guys' notoriety and your population both increased by 1.
Nah, take 1.
Deal wittable.
I was hoping if we rolled better, we might save more of them.
Well, let me see something here. Hold on.
The fact that we can save someone is important and
That's
inspiring.
true. That's true.
Oh, wait, hold on a second.
I just feel like if it's the coin flip,
hold up. It even says that for every 5 points by which you exceed the DC, an additional victim is rescued. So you rolled high enough to save both of them.
Nice.
Oh,
Hell yes.
Hell
He
yeah.
like jumps out of
Good
there
job,
with both of
Tib'resh.
them under his arms, like caw.
But your notoriety increases to 26.
Oh shit!
I don't give a fuck. Not a single fuck.
Well, now I have a 92% chance of rolling an event.
It was basically guaranteed anyways.
Yeah, well, speaking of, that's your
I
two.
believe this is what they refer to as a bruh moment.
Oh, good, it works. So, okay, what event do we have for you guys this week? Survey says.
All is calm. All is calm.
Missing
All
in
is
action.
calm. Ooh, no, fucking.
Means
Randomly,
a prison's gone and we have to save them.
randomly determined one of your teams that was committed to an action this week. That team accomplished its goal, but soon thereafter went missing. The missing team still counts against the maximum number of teams the rebellion can have. During the next upkeep phase, attempt a DC 15 security check. If you're successful, the team is rescued or returns, but must wait until the following week to be used for rebellion actions. If you fail, the team remains missing for another week. If you roll a natural 1, the team is lost.
Oof.
I was gonna say, even if we roll a 1, it's a 15. So all we have to do is not roll a 1 next week and we save them.
I don't trust him.
Crow's men save 2 people, but they make such a spectacle about it that they have to go into hiding, and you don't even know where they are.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Salem. God damn. Sorry, my cat.
Everybody's cats are going fucking crazy right now.
That's true.
I'm very happy I don't have any here.
Roger's cat wanted a snack. Lady Sniff and Tom were fighting behind us 1 minute ago.
This is the hour. This is the cat hour when they
Yeah,
the
this is
witching
the
hour.
zoomies. I don't you fucking do it. I see you. Alright, sorry.
All right. So the good news is that
This is when they get the zoom zoom.
the good news is that we had an event so that the ×2 multiplier goes away.
48%? 46%?
46% chance next time. All
Yeah,
right. All
the
right.
only way to reduce I believe the main way to reduce our notoriety is to spread disinformation.
or
What
wait for
team
Rick's-
up Rumor Mongers is the one that does that real well?
Correct. Although technically,
Yes.
you guys can spread disinformation whenever the hell you want because Vendelfek is with you.
Right.
We have to save our infiltrators before we can make them Rumor Mongers, so it's going to take at least 2 weeks.
No,
before-
no. You know, street performers upgrade into rumor mongers.
We would need to recruit a new team to get that.
So recruit and upgrade, but that's both our actions.
Exactly.
So it'll be a minute. We're going to be going through some dangerous times.
That's fine. We can take it.
I'm okay with dangerous times. It increases the chance of things happening in the event phase.
Exactly.
All right.
All right, and just because I'm feeling generous to let you guys know this, you guys will hit rank 7 of the rebellion when you have 55 supporters.
Ooh, nice. We're getting there.
Yeah, and I remind you,
The dog housing gets us 1d6 per week.
1d6 per person dog. Basically, 1d4 people are dog housed a week, and you get 1d6 supporters for every person dog housed.
So we
Well,
could get
shit,
4d6 worth of supporters next week.
Yeah, we technically could. Like, if we did the deal.
Yep, that's
Hell yeah.
But anyway, that's the.
Wait, so Luke, how many supporters did we end with this week?
You have 45 at the moment.
Hey, we're getting there, baby.
And once
But
and once you guys are finished with the knowledge of the dog housing and sending the team out to rescue them. The rescue and their subsequent MIA status happens a little bit later. But as you guys finish up and come up, Laria is there, and she's got a letter in her hand for the lot of you.
Oh boy.
I grab the letter and read what it says.
The letter appears to be an invitation to come over to the tavern The Tooth and Nail in Old Kintargo. It says that the owner of this particular tavern is concerned that her cousin, the lictor, is missing, and she wants your help finding him.
I turn around with a big smile on my face, and it goes, to be continued.
Pretty much. It's signed Citrona Sabinus.
I go, yo, this guy's name sounds like Sabit, and then it cuts off.
It's either Sabinus or Sabinus. I haven't fully decided yet.
The joke is subpoenas, man.
I know. So now,
okay, cool.
So now
cool.
now I'm reconsidering how I'm going to pronounce it.
All right, excellent.
All right.
I go, yeah.
Yeah.
2 weeks from now, same bad time, same bad channel.
Yes. Now, as far as everything that you did a lot of laying the groundwork and everything, but nothing experience-worthy happened tonight.
Yeah, it was a lot of story.
Oh yeah. But you guys have someone asking you to come on over to the Tooth and Nail Tavern in Old Kintargo because their cousin, the Lictor, is missing and they want your help.
Groovy.
So does anybody have anything tonight before we leave that they need to wrap up with?
Not really.
No, I'm good.
All right.
What a fun sesh! I love these RP sessions because,
hold on. I just realized not everybody has to stop and do it. I'm just gonna do.
I'll also let you guys know that the thing you get when you get to rank 7 is an additional skill rank to put wherever you want and 3 actions per rebellion thing.
Oh,
so 10 more supporters gives us 3 actions per rebellion.
Yep.
And a
that's
free
why
skill
today
point
I was
for
like,
anything.
nah.
I'm sorry, what?
And a free skill point.
A free skill point, yes. So
Okay, so 1 point to acrobatics, etc.
Yeah.
And there's a miscellaneous, not a rank.
Yeah. But I know, it's a free rank to put into somewhere, but you can't. You
Same rank rules.
Yeah, same rank. You get a bonus skill rank.
I'm getting out of here. I had a great time tonight.
And you were here the whole time without any sort of computer problems.
Dude, that phone shit was such bullshit. I was so fucking pissed.
Well, fortunately, it didn't happen during the fight.
Exactly.
If intelligence is at 13, and I was
goodbye,
to take
everybody.
my next
You guys have a
available
good
skill
night.
point. Night, bro. Next available skill point to go intelligence 13 to 14.
No, it wouldn't increase your intelligence. The training is a skill rank, not...
Not this one. I mean my next skill point that I have available in normal leveling up.
So when you hit level 8, if you put it into your intelligence.
And it goes to 14, which gives me a +2 modifier. Is it
retroactive?
Then going to be 8 extra skill points to assign?
Yes, it's retroactive.
Oh, fuck.
Neat.
Oh, I didn't... Right. Yeah, that's where my skill points go, because it's that or wisdom to get a mod bonus.
Well, intelligence would also give you the mod bonus, because 13 to 14 to make it +1 to +2.
Or 11 to 12 for 0 to 1, but I think 8 extra skill abilities to assign is going to be
and then you'll have 6 per level up going forward.
Yep.
Excellent. Well, this was dope, y'all. I had a great time.
Yeah, this was a good sesh.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Which means means now you guys get to go worry.
Oh, next week is the Bustin' Skulls sesh because we got all the groundwork laid.
Yeah, we'll see. I can't exactly promise that the thing directly in your path has a skull.
I'll bust something.
Oh no.
Right. Night, dude.
All right. Night.